Hello, everybody, and welcome back. It's
I read it
a
last
special
week.
day.
Eat shit.
I didn't even ask. Put your fingers down.
Well, you said 32.
No, I was talking about the recording, god damn it.
Oh, I'm sorry, we just took that as a side.
Okay, I'm gonna do it all over again. Hello, everybody, and welcome. Today is a very special day. As a matter of fact, it's the most special day in the entire world. It is my birthday.
It's also the birthday of the two.
Come on, guys, it's my birthday.
Oh, sorry.
It's also
Happy
the birthday of the
birthday.
classic 2011 song Friday.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Oh my god, I didn't... That's awesome. I
I'm sorry, that's more important than
That
your
is,
birthday.
That is. I don't share, like, a famous birthday with some, like, anyone who's, like, really well known, so that's nice. That's nice to know.
Yeah.
I do know that the Pink Panther the movie came out on my birthday because I remember seeing the commercial as a kid and going, hey, that's my birthday.
Nice.
Who wants to watch Pink Panther tonight?
Nose goes.
I read it last week.
Tyler, I think that was you.
Those are really
From
fast
now on, it's gonna be random like that. You guys gotta be ready.
Read.
Yeah, I made it really short.
We're gonna start min-maxing.
You
by,
got like
starting
the
out-
easiest
starting out-
recap
I was
of
gonna
the
say,
whole
this-
time. Don't even start.
I made it really short.
We're gonna start min-maxing by like having our hands like this. So it's like,
I saw your hand, which is
Gonna be one
hovering
for a
near your
draw.
face, and I said, don't go there.
Alright, Tyler, go ahead.
Episode 47. Gailthorpe is here.
Woo!
Yay.
Wow. It's
Well.
here. Rickard decides against firing his bow against the man burning a banner, and he lives to regret it.
Yeah.
nice Starman video.
Yeah.
The figure disappears once the banner at Bray Bar was burned. The party assists in taking watch of the southern wall for anything else suspicious. TAVI is visited by Oogie and terrifies an old lady
Well done.
during the night and is gifted a new hammer. In the morning, Gailthorpe arrives at the northern wall with Bjorn ODELL. The party, alongside Gunnar, Sven, Thyra, Elrik's family, and ODELL.
I can't call them the BALORS because they would kill me if I referred to them as such.
And
You're the god here.
And
I fear
Elrikson,
them too.
Elrikson, son of Elrikson are all there. And ODELL begins making plans on how to defend the city of Beruvik. Good luck. Stonk, Rickard, and Elrik talk to Nana the Frozen at Gunnar's request about stealing livestock. They get her to reaffirm that she will help Beruvik.
That conversation, by the way, I rewatched it, literally went nowhere because you never said stop that. You were just like, huh, have you been taking livestock? And she's like, oh, Gunnar's ungrateful, not being nice to his guests.
Yeah,
Huh.
we all
And then-
bailed on that
Yeah,
one.
arguing with trolls is an uphill battle. So
And none of the people there were willing to
I considered writing there, and the conversation went nowhere.
Yeah.
Or negotiate.
We let Rickard
No-
handle that, and Rick decided to throw Gunnar under the bus.
Which is fair.
Yeah. Nobody that went there were diplomatic people at all.
Yeah.
I would have preached at him.
I would have told her if she started shit. What else was I gonna do?
Slanei and Tiril use augury to attempt to find fishing locations on the frozen lake of ashes. So we got some ash fish. ODELL confronts TAVI about his whereabouts since Eldingheim, stating his worry and disappointment about his reckless behavior.
So reckless.
Slanei talks to Elrik about his amulet. Stonk and TAVI test out the new hammer, and TAVI wins. Stonk is called to talk to Gunnar and ODELL, where ODELL questions Stonk about what happened to Erik. Stonk confronts ODELL about TAVI.
Yeah, and how he fucking died. Oh, you didn't know that?
Tommy managed to avoid
Yeah,
the whole...
oh, fucking Stonk was just like, oh yeah, by the way, your son died while you were gone. He's like, what?
ODELL, I told
Maybe you
to
should
stay here.
comfort your son
I
instead
wanted
of
you
getting
to
on my
stay here
case.
and-
See ya.
You wanted you to stay here and live. If you got a tournament, you could have died. And you're like, I did, Dad. I just got better.
I got better.
Sadly, yes, but I lived.
The only good line from that movie.
Right, I accidentally closed my tab, so I have to reopen my notes. Why is that thing
to you. Happy birthday, dear Lauren. Happy birthday to you.
Quick,
Happy
pass out
Womb
the
Escape Day.
Oreos.
Womb escape.
There's Oreos for Lauren.
It was. I did play a little bit on easy mode. I was induced,
Oh.
so I did have a little bit of assistance in exiting the womb.
I blew up my mom's hoo-ha.
Could you put this in the fridge for Kelly?
All right, so
Bring back the Oreos.
last session we ended that last session here with Stonk and Odell and Gunnar having the conversation about Elrik. We agreed in the morning, Tiril and Thyra, you agreed to, in the morning, to start your scouting.
Hang on.
Yes?
Go ahead and pull
If
it.
you're gonna do it, just do it. Rip it off.
Yeah, dude.
Should have done this before.
None of us thought about it.
Okay, it's over. We're free.
Alright. Continue.
I hate Oreos.
You're
At least we're not,
grateful for your birthday present?
at least we're
I'm
not
grateful for
the.
the other half.
At least we're not like the biodegradable Sun Chips bags.
Oh,
Yeah,
Those
I love sun chips, but those are so loud.
They're so loud.
crinkle.
Alright, so yeah, we agreed last session that Tiril would be helping Thyra in doing some scouting missions twice a day for 4 hours each, because that is as long as you can wild shape. Stonk also agreed to help train people in the town. We're just going to say that's happening off screen. Slanei and I'll say Tiril sometimes, but for the most part you're too busy to help look for fish on the lake. I will say that for the most part that venture has been minimally successful, mainly because you start getting random readings after some time.
And there's gonna be fishing in the next 30 minutes.
Because
It wasn't useless, but it wasn't great.
yeah, because you stand in one spot and you get one truthful answer, the answer is no.
Like, well,
To be fair, like how it goes, if you guess, you get 50-50. If you get random, you have a 75-20.
It stacks up though. I think if you cast it 5 times, it's just a lie at that point.
well, in that case, you just flip it.
Yeah.
Rickard, in your spare time, you are stalking Sven.
Yeah, I'm making sure that he's staying quiet.
So far, so good.
Okay, I'm just making sure.
And then TAVI, you're petting your horse. You're spending bonding time with Kuma, because
Are you bonding with Loki as well?
not gonna lie, everyone in this party probably wears down on you a bit, and you just need some horse boy time.
I'm a horse girl.
You're a horse. You've always been a horse girl. I don't know what you're talking about. So, let's start off with Tiril.
It is cumulative. After 4 times, you know your answer is false, so it goes back to working again. That's true. It's cumulative, so after 4 casts, it's 100% negative. You just take the opposite answer.
I don't know.
Does it
Yeah.
does it go back at a certain point, or
There is a cumulative 25% chance for each casting.
or is it a super lie after like 5?
You can't go over 100% for lying and whatnot.
So after
It doesn't
4
make it true, it just makes it random. Or it doesn't make it false, it just makes it random.
so after 4 guesses, it's just
random.
Okay.
guessing
After
again.
4
Yeah.
guesses,
That's
it's
my
completely
point,
random
yeah.
on
Okay.
if it's going to be yes or no.
So it makes
Yeah.
So it might say no, and it might say yes, but you have no idea if it's telling the
you're
truth.
just magically getting the same thing as you shrugging.
Alright, so Tiril, I'll say that it's been a couple days at this point, so you guys are continuing helping the town, feed the people, that sort of thing. And Tiril, you have started your rounds around just checking out the Watcher's Mound for a couple hours every day. Thyra is not able to transform into a flying creature. So she takes, she has been taking the form of just a small, like, brown wolf. And you, I'm assuming, are going to be flying. Mm-hmm. Alright, what would you like to wild shape into?
Pigeon.
What are you going to tell us
Whatever
you've eaten in the past?
You want to be something that has good eyesight
Yeah.
that the enemy won't see and think dinner. Because you turn to like a goose or something, they'll shoot you down for dinner.
May I recommend, like, a giant
bird of prey.
eagle
Yeah.
or a giant hawk? of some sort.
I've been a giant eagle before when I say
Yes, so that would be a safe bet for you. Also, that has a high strength, and you are flying in heavy winds.
Yeah, cool. That'd be... Then I'll do that.
All right, sounds good. So I'll say this happens on like the second, third, fourth day. It really doesn't matter. But Tiril and Thyra begin their scouting in the grey morning of the following day. Thyra cannot wild shape into a flying creature and shifts into a small brown wolf that shares her tired-eyed stare. As Thyra dashes out into the white snow below, you begin to follow, flying above her, just keeping an eye on her and just kind of following whatever route she decides to take up and down to the Watcher's Mound a couple times over. As you fly, the world is a swirling and fluctuating mass of white and gray. The wind picks up and pushes you around in the air, and you have to fight to keep your balance. The frost lashes against your feathers, and visibility sometimes drops to near zero in the highest of gales. You rely on your keen eyesight and instincts to navigate, flying lower to the ground when the wind lets up, doing your best to follow and track Thyra dashing through the trees below you. A harsh wave of wind threatens to knock you out of the air. Please make a strength saving throw to resist it.
Okay. I have to...
Too bad you don't have Stonk's eagle eye.
No, but you see, she does. She has 2 eagle eyes.
Yeah, that aren't inherently useless because they have to be covered by an eye patch most of the time.
Good thing you don't choose a pygmy owl.
Otherwise, people think you have contagious pink eyes.
Yeah. Or worse. They know what it
You
is.
should just take your eye patch off.
It's taking a while to load.
A giant eagle strength is +3, so you'd be using that.
Yeah, that's why I was
I don't think it has proficiency.
The giant eagle's not proficient strength.
Yo.
Throws cringe.
That's not bad.
18.
18? Alright. You are, the struggle distracts you for a moment, but you are able to, redirect yourself onto Thyra because it distracts you for a second. Because of that, you get to make your perception check, and because you're playing a giant eagle, you get perception check advantage because you're relying on sight.
Nice.
A giant eagle's perception, I believe, is a +4.
Rolled again.
I'll use the 8 then. I got one nat 1, but the other one was an 8.
Okay, so
Plus
advantage,
8,
you get the higher
so
one.
16.
16, okay.
Wait a second. Wait, +4.
No.
Plus
It takes wisdom
It
stats.
uses the mental stats are
Oh, yeah, that was my
count by
bad.
the
Yeah.
druid.
Glad it's not the 1.
That's not that bad.
As you reorient after that big push of wind, you look down and see Thyra, who you find her dashing at full speed through the rocky forest under you, but your eyes catch on something else. A white ghost intercepts Thyra's path. The specter blurs into her, who slips on her back feet and avoids this trap of a random creature's maw. The small wolf runs, but cannot escape as this white ghost begins to nap its jaw at her again. What would you like to do?
Oh no, she dies.
Oh
The giant
no.
eagle can pick up a wolf easy peasy.
I picked up TAVI. I could pick up this.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try and pick her up.
Okay, so you're gonna
I'm
use
gonna
your
give her a
action
hell
to
of a fright. Yeah.
swoop down. All right.
Just make her think she's saving from one death to die different.
Would that be another strength?
Yeah, I'd say so. It wouldn't be very difficult because she is a small wolf.
Plus wolf.
Wolf.
+3. 17. 17. I'm rolling good.
All
17.
right. Thyra is pushed up a tree surrounded by these small spatters of blood and a massive gash of teeth on her hip. The small brown wolf's teeth are bearing at this large, snow-white, red-toothed dire wolf that threatens her. You pick her up, and as you do, she was so focused on whatever was trying to attack you that, when you, pick up a cat or a dog and they don't know you're there and they just kind of go like, rah, rah, rah.
Yeah.
She starts doing that immediately, as you pick up. But after, coming to her wolf senses, she is, able to calm down a little bit, and you do hear, the slight whimper of pain and fear from being carried in the sky.
Just let go.
Just letting her just drop the wolf.
Instant back to human mode.
Oh, God.
She has 6 HP, she insta dies.
Oh no.
All right, so you take her back to the wall. You have brought her back to the wall at this point, and at this time she has, reverted out of her wolf form, and she, for the most part, is in shock over this.
Cool.
She's just kind of in shock over the attack, and as she transforms out, you still see that, like, almost even through her wild shape, she is still scarred by this attack, and she just seems a little bit off about the whole situation. So is there anything you would like to say to her? Do you want to tell anybody what happened? But because she's not reacting.
Would you at least want to help her to, like, medical, like a place that she can, like, patch up?
She'd probably just request to go home.
Okay, well, I'll make sure she gets home safe.
So you take her home. She is probably having a significantly difficult time walking because it is like a large gash on her like hip. So you eventually do take her back to her home, and she is reluctant to say thank you, but you've known her long enough to know that she's grateful. She's just never going to admit it.
That's fine.
All right. I'll say that one day later, it's time to set up some traps.
Ooh.
So you're going to be... oh, wait, no. Let's have this happen on the same day then. Okay. So that will be what you do. Everyone else is setting up traps while you guys are scouting. That makes sense. So a few hours after Tiril and Thyra's depart on this scouting mission, the rest of you are brought to the wall with Ingeborg IV and Sven. On the
Train.
Just give it a minute.
Train.
It's so loud on the recording.
Is it?
Yeah.
This is a really loud one too.
Yeah. It's because we're right next to it.
Yeah, but this one's like a little
Extra loud.
A little extra loud. It's a little rowdy, that train.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little goofy.
Let's do a little funny haha.
Where's Smoker?
Hiding from you.
She's probably
we
knocked out in my
just hear the train derail and just destroy Lauren's room.
room. I was thinking about that last night. I
Oh.
was like, what if the train derailed? What would happen?
Well, we are no longer safe.
You're shedding
I
this.
think things would be go off the rails.
Yeah. All right.
You can say the campaign will be derailed.
So the rest of you are brought to the wall with Ingeborg V and Sven. There is a table on the inside part of the wall with various sturdy wooden stakes with the rune of Dagas carved into the bark of each of them. Which, Stonk, you see that and you go, heh. And you remember the one time you took a Daga's explosion rune to the face.
Twice.
Yeah, twice now.
Flashbacks to when Mikkel saw
Took
that.
like 4 damage the first one and like 5 the second one.
I took more damage from the second one at a much higher level.
Yeah.
Mikkel
These are
spent like
horrifying.
Mikkel spent like 10 minutes staring at that rune trying to figure out what it meant, and Stonk just poked it and took 3 damage.
Each of you get 5 stakes, and you all get to pinpoint on the map where you put each stake.
Oh.
Oh no.
So you don't have to say exactly where now, but like if you all want to, or you can all just pull out the map right here and say like, let's put some here, let's put some here. So I don't know if you guys want to do that now, or do you guys want to save that for out of session?
Let's save that for out of session.
Okay.
Or maybe on like the big session,
I
we
think
can
we should
set that
have
up.
some
That would be something I'd need a couple
Watcher's
days
Mound and some along the road.
I mean, yeah, but we're gonna have that discussion later.
Just the idea of these, if they're like installed like upside down and their foot gets stuck in there and then it explodes, that's taking out a leg.
Yeah.
That's taking out probably a leg in multiple.
The Abnordians are not familiar with explosions in warfare, so they're going to be very, very terrified. So I'll say that you guys spread out those stakes throughout the area, the western side of Beruvik. As you guys are all setting up these traps, could I have everyone here make me a percentile check?
Percentile.
Oh, that's a stinky one, ain't it?
No modifiers that can be added to this.
And then let me know who rolls the lowest.
25!
Oh, it's pretty low. Let's see if we can get lower.
7.
Oh, that's really low.
Let's see if we get lower.
80.
Oh! Josh rolled a 2!
Holy fuck.
Oh, let's see if I get a 1.
Nat 1.
8.
Holy
We're rolling real low.
What do you roll?
61.
61?
Oh, you're
18.
fine.
18.
80.
80. Oh, okay. So,
So, Josh.
wow, I can't believe
What
that
was
was
the
the
highest? What was the highest?
Carrie's was
Carrie's was the highest. We had 3 people in single digits rolling percentiles.
Lord, I give permission for all 3 of us to suffer and not just one.
Okay, I'll allow it. Anybody who rolled under 10, please make a dexterity check. Is a saving
Oh
throw check.
no. Oh no.
Oh, no.
Probably a
Bomb
saving
diffusal.
throw.
Let me check. Let me check.
Thanks,
Before you
Tyler.
guys
I thought I would be included.
I'm gonna roll and then cut my hand over.
You
it, so
said
that we,
3 of
then we
us.
get like a
I thought I was the
reveal.
lowest 3s.
No,
What did Ed get?
Ed got 8, I got 7, Josh got 2.
I thought
You guys
he
are
rolled
just so
high.
unlucky.
We're so on.
You're
I think
welcome.
We're gonna
told
find out what
Elrik
this
at
is,
the
and it's gonna be bad.
Everything
Yeah.
I
Fuck
did.
you,
I've not
Carrie.
been rolling well
And
for
I
like 2 weeks now.
Like, I feel really bad about how easily I did the first
This only works
Fine.
in combat. This isn't combat.
saving throw. You cannot see it.
I can't see it?
You cannot see it.
Oh no.
Alright, I have rolled and I have cut my hand over.
All
it.
right,
I
let's
have-
start with Rickard.
That's a 8. That's a 21.
Okay. Josh.
Oh, thank God. 17.
Okay.
It's a saving throw, you said?
Yes.
Oh, that might be higher.
15.
15? Okay. As you all are, setting up your stakes, who here rolled the lowest? Was it Stonk?
It was, yeah.
Alright. So, as you guys are all setting up your stakes, some of you are having a little bit of a harder time. Slanei, you're like, and you're trying to, knock it in, and then Stonk just comes by and just one-handed just drags it into the ground. But as you do that, Stonk, you step on a foothold trap, and it almost grabs your foot.
Huh.
Rickard, you discover a pitfall trap as you almost slip into it.
Oh.
Think someone else had dug it and he just missed it?
Well, it's good to know that that's there. I'm marking that in my thought palace. For
Keen
future
mind.
reference. Yeah, I got that. I got that stuck in my head for a month.
But now you
Slanei.
gotta reset it.
Yeah. Slanei, as you're trying to set up your stake and you've put in a couple stakes in the ground at this point, you're getting tired. You sit yourself up against a tree and snap, a net almost captures you.
Oh my God.
Well, I'm happy to know that we're doing very good. 3 of us managed to almost fall into them.
Probably reset those traps. though.
On the
Yeah.
bright side, it's not like they tried to go off and just didn't work.
These traps, I will say, of the 3 of you, I think Stonk would be the most familiar with traps. Would you say?
I feel like it is Patch's thing when he had some, he doesn't live trapped.
Yeah.
I'd say he's probably more familiar with them than everyone else, but that doesn't mean he used them.
Okay.
So he doesn't understand how they worked.
If that's the case, I'll give this one to Rickard because you have the highest investigation, passive investigation.
Yeah.
These do not look like Gunnars. These look like hunters' traps.
Well, this still works.
Yeah.
Phenomenal.
The question is, what are they hunting?
Ghost.
Children.
Oh, okay.
And ghosts. Ghost children.
Ghost children.
While you
Children
Pretty
guys,
sad.
while you guys are setting up these stakes, would any of you like to have a conversation? The answer's always no. You guys have known each other for so long at this point, there's nothing to say.
I look at that.
So how's it going?
Slanei,
Fuck you.
Slanei didn't get
Who is-
captured.
Who is
I-
on a net and just about to fall out.
I didn't get caught.
No, you're good.
I do laugh when
You got
Slanei
caught for a
gets almost
second,
caught.
but you got flung up into the air, you got free, and you just did a flip, and you
Yeah,
just like...
what happened was the rope attached to your foot and you just got flung backwards.
He's so
as it
small
flipped
that
you.
it didn't
The
really
net
get him.
didn't catch him, but the rope on the net caught him.
Yeah.
And he twisted it and got himself out.
Your ankle's a little sore, but you're fine.
No.
You did an
Okay.
accidental flip, and you're just like, what the fuck just happened?
Yeah, someone else is just like, oh wow, good job, Slanei.
Slanei's in full squat,
Didn't even
looking
notice.
around what the fuck.
SpongeBob caveman meme.
As this happens, unless there's anything else you guys would like to talk about.
Any deep thoughts?
Any deep thoughts?
We're deep in conversation about where they put them,
No
and we come to a
No
consensus.
Slanei, with the best perception, you hear a voice in the distance. It's like yelling out to you, so I'll say you notice like at first, but everyone else will soon notice it. Setting up traps? Those don't look like animal ones to me. You hear another voice. Oh, those look like man traps to me. Hey, hunters! And you see Slanei, a man actually, waving his hands at you. Do you point them out to everyone else?
Yeah, I think the waving to the hunter will point out to everyone else.
Are they mans? Are they human?
5 figures emerge from the trees. One waving his hands above his head to greet you. I've got weapons, nothing in my hands, boys, hands up, we're in the middle of a war. Come on, we mean no harm. And they all, try to approach you all with their hands up just to say, like, hey, we're not...
I find this highly suspicious.
We're not trying to hurt you right now.
As do I. That's gonna be a 27.
27, what are you...
Insight.
What are you insight checking?
Just the general vibes, just to be on the safe side.
They look like hunters.
Okay.
So they, an older man with short buzzed white hair who is familiar to you, Slanei, and a light beard with a varied group of men dressed similarly in layers and more layers of wool and pelt. A man with a red beard and plaited hair smiles and cackles with his tongue out as he raises his hand. He's followed by a large man with long, thick black hair and a similarly long and thick black beard. The next man is a young, short man with a thick brown beard and a buzzed head with uncanny wide blue eyes. The last man is gaunt and lanky, wearing a hat with various strands of messy and unkept mats of gray hair hanging over his face, obscuring the scar they all share on their foreheads of Tiwaz. This is the guy you met earlier. You met him like a couple sessions ago when you were giving food. He said he didn't remember you.
Oh.
What are you, if I'm allowed to ask, what are you trying to do out here?
Are they allowed to ask?
They just look to Rickard. He's the one with the big brains. This is all his plan. I'm just helping.
Use your patented Rickard don't answer technique.
Well, we are setting up traps to catch, injure, and demoralize the soon-to-be invading army.
Oh, and he looks over to the trap that Slanei just set off and says, that was one of mine!
Oh. Can you set more of those?
You need help?
Any help would be greatly appreciated.
He nods his head a little bit, and the man with and they're just like, okay, like we'd be willing to help out a little bit, like we know what we're doing. The man with the gray mats of hair in front of his face says, how much you gonna pay us? And it's like some of the other guys are like, dude, like,
With not death. You get to live.
pulls out bow. Trap. Reset the traps now.
Your home won't
I will
be
pay you
razed.
with your life.
Your home won't be razed to the ground. How does that sound?
Oh.
I don't know exactly how much Gunnar is willing to spend. But right now...
Because the people he's in debt, they're all dead.
Fair enough.
Offer fifth of the livestock.
A fifth of what's left.
Oh, God.
But right now we're more concerned about making sure the whole city doesn't get burned to the ground. We can figure that out later.
And the guy with the white hair shrugs a little bit and says, I think we don't want our homes to burn down, so that sounds fair. And they all begin to introduce themselves. The man with the white hair, his name is Marok.
Marok.
The gray-haired one, his name is Gary.
Gary?
Yep, Gary. The large man with the black hair and the black beard, his name is Freki. The brown-haired man with the beard and bald head, his name is Lial. And then the red-haired man is named Bragi.
Froggy. Merrick.
Oh, what was the Brocky's? hair color again?
Friggy?
Say again?
What was Broggy's description again?
Broggy had a bright red beard and plaited hair.
And then finally, Geary.
Gary.
Geary.
Marok appears to be in charge, I guess.
You sure it's not Gary?
Geiri.
Yeah, that's not how it's spelled. I'm sorry.
We all know how you just spelled it.
Gary.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, he just drew a snail.
Gary!
I'm gonna look through my notes later and be very confused why I just drew a snail in here.
Gary, set up traps.
So, they will pull out some of the traps that they, have, and, some of them have already, picked up, just a few, rabbits and rodents. There's not really much out in the winter right now, but they're making do with what they can catch. So, they will, be, resetting some of those traps alongside you guys now at this point. I will say, TAVI, I got a question.
I don't like that shot.
How visibly do you wear your, Thor worship? Because I know you've got the earring.
Are you wearing your I Love Thor t-shirt?
Yeah.
No.
And I went to Thor band camp.
Do you have
baseball cap?
your Thor paladin tabard on?
Do you have
With
your
a little-
tiny Mjolnir?
Does your armor have, inscriptions of the rune on it? Because I know you've got your weapon, too, but...
Yeah, I mean...
Got
Do
big hair.
you got a little flag on you that has the Thor rune
It's
on
not obvious, but it's not hidden.
Yeah.
Okay. How about the necklace?
I don't think he usually tucks it, under armor. I don't know.
Okay, so you don't show that off.
I think it's more just albums in.
Okay, fair enough. If that is the case, I will want you to do a quick religion check for me.
Religion. My religion. That's intelligence, right?
Yes.
I don't
Intelligence.
I don't think I'm proficient in that. Just in case.
Paladin who doesn't like sacrilege.
Was it a 2? Oh no.
Sacrilege and
It's a 4, give me.
A 4? Well, you can tell that the young bald man with the beard is as he's setting up traps, and he's the one with kind of the wide weird eyes. He's next to you setting up his traps and such, and you're just creeped out by this guy's presence as he's constantly mumbling songs and other prayers to Thor.
Is he singing hymns for him?
He's basically whispering and mumbling under his breath just a bunch of Thor worship shit, and it's obviously to a point where there's something off with this guy.
We could call it fanaticism.
Yeah.
Do you want us to break us off a bit of those songs?
Yeah, I'd love to hear more about this, if possible.
Yeah, he just starts throat singing.
But still mumbling throat singing?
Yeah, basically.
Oh, it's quite impressive, actually.
That'd be
That
very
takes
fun.
skill.
Yeah. Is there anyone you guys would like to talk to? Are you guys showing them around what do you tell them what your semblance of plans are or whatever? By the way, they will tell you that they are from they're all from different places in the Abnordian Empire, but for the most part they're all Outlanders from the Merkvither, the Freyerwood, and the Fjellwood, with Marok actually stating that he is from outside of Galethorpe.
Let's hang out with Gary.
I'm only informing them on the need to know on the traps. Hey, don't step on these; they'll explode and take your leg off.
And they're okay. Fair enough.
We only have a couple. If you fuck it up,
It would be cool to see their insight on trap making as well.
Mhm.
How would you apply the traps that you've made to larger prey?
I would ask them not about how to make them, but
bears.
where. If you were going to be walking through this path to get to town,
exactly.
where would you go?
That's what probably they are doing, is they are telling you, hey, this is, because it's going to be a lot of people, this is the path of least resistance, you can set this up here. Here's, a sheltered area that would be really good for, an encampment if we want to put, a pitfall trap here, that sort of thing. So they'll walk you through it, and they very obviously know what they're talking about.
They've killed
Some of them
people
take it a little too seriously.
Listen, I'm glad
traps
people
all
are taking
shit.
it seriously on our side.
Mm-hmm.
Do they look like they're enjoying themselves a little too much?
I'll say that for the most part, like
The one singing is.
yeah. He thinks you could actually kind of tell that he thinks that.
Him.
I'll say that some of the stuff that he's whispering to himself, like specifically, is about like victory and like beating your opponent and stuff, and you can tell he applies that to like hunting. So you're just slowly like trying to get away from him, Tavi.
He kicked that.
Like, can
rabbit
somebody
back.
else like stand by him?
Stonk.
I like that guy's vibe.
Which one is the Muttery dude?
The Muttery dude is Lial. He's the one with the brown beard. I'll say the red bearded guy is whoever is nearby them. Like, this guy just doesn't shut up. And I mean that not in the way where it's just like he's constantly talking about nothing. It's just like, it's just nonstop like
Chatter.
Yeah.
Slanei's probably with him. And
Slanei.
like they're having a full conversation.
So you're Avnordian?
Unfortunately.
Oh. Wait, well, why is that unfortunate?
Well, you see, it's technically the aggression back before the war happened.
Oh, so there's a little bit of aggression. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not the biggest fan of the Avnordians either,
Yeah.
you know, as a little bit of an Outlander, they treat us all like we're outcasts, but we're not. I wasn't banished from shit. I mean, I wasn't banished from shit.
Get her. I want to roll an insight.
He was banished for shit.
He wasn't banned. He banished himself for being a weirdo.
Did he?
Oh,
Was it?
14.
Was it? I'm not. You can't fire me. I quit. Scenario.
Yeah, I'll say that he doesn't believe
Okay.
it was fair,
Okay.
but it did happen.
He left on his own volition, but it's like
Before
he feels like his banishment.
Are you all carrying your weapons on you as well?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's a war zone.
It's a longbow. Fucking anybody can. Yeah.
Slanei, as you were having this conversation with Braga, you eventually like doze off a little bit. You're like, man, is this what it's like to talk to me? And then you kind of space out a little bit, and you inevitably see Rickard, as he's setting up a trap. Gary is eyeing his longbow.
Gary.
Oh no. Gary? The war fanatic? Eyeing the longbow?
Gary wants a cool ass bow. He only has a shitty short bow.
Is there like how is he eyeing it, I guess?
Insight check.
Okay.
Murderously or jealously?
Yeah, is it possessively?
It's gonna be an 18.
I want it.
Oh no.
I mean,
Right.
Rickard, you could give it to him, summon it back like 10 minutes later.
I'm well aware. There is no risk.
Alright. I'll say, if you are working with the Bragi,
Yeah.
and you are trying to get away from Lial, then we have who's working with Gary, who's working with Freki, and then who's working with Merak then.
I'll chill with Freaky.
Freki. Freki reminds you of your father.
I will not choose Freaky.
He's just kind of a silent big man.
I will go chill with Merrick,
I will
actually.
be with silent big men.
You are doing scouting right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not even
Wait,
there.
are we once again putting
Toppy, do
Stonk
you
with
wanna do
silent
that?
big man?
I was gonna
Toppy,
work
go
with
with this
Gary.
big
I was
man,
gonna
find
go
a new
with
dad.
Okay, so Rickard, you'll go with Freki, and you two just have a wonderful time in silence. You don't bother each other, it's fine.
I never learned his name. His best friend ever had.
Yeah, exactly. Like, this guy gets it, he understands silence. If that is the case, then you'd go with Marok, and you'd go with,
Gary.
Yeah, Gary. So Gary, for the most part, is quite uninterested in you. You don't know what he's distracted by.
I don't understand. I mean, I'm right there, but he's not looking at me.
Do you start any form of conversation?
Try flexing.
Just starts flexing.
No, I don't start any conversation with Gary.
Mm-hmm. Alright, he's fine with the silence as well then.
Yeah, he seems preoccupied.
Yeah. Alright.
At some point, I would like to just get Rickard's attention briefly and just mouth to him hey, keep an eye on it. It was Gary who was eyeing me. Yeah, keep an eye on Gary.
Okay.
And I'll say that
Being
as
told to keep an eye on so many things.
Bragi eventually
I'm going
kind of has this
cross-eyed.
conversation, and he's just like, you know, if it were me,
Mm-hmm.
I would be still worried about the south entrance.
Good to know.
I don't. He kind of like leans in a little bit. He's like, I don't think the Avnordians are going to be the only army that the Veruvic people are going to have to deal with. And he kind of like laughs to himself about it.
Who else would they have
Why is
to
he
worry
laughing
about?
about it? This is a very
Because
serious...
he's a fucking psychopath.
Who else would they have to worry about?
And he begins to like smile a little bit to himself. He's just like, well, rumor has it, Ahma's on the move.
Oh, god damn it, we should have returned the eye.
We still can. We still can.
I'm
Josh is hiding under his.
I mean, that was your decision.
No, it literally, that is Slanei's thought as soon as he hears that is, god damn it, I should have...
Yeah, it was your fault.
It is entirely Slanei's fault.
And
that it
he
was
like
not
sits
returned.
back and he's like, but what would I know? I'm just an outlander, you know. I've taken too many drugs and now I'm untrustworthy.
Been there.
I want insight on them, not there.
Alright, so you, Elrik and Marok are probably working a little bit together. He'll probably ask you a few questions like, who are you?
You know, I'll tell them about my life in Frostloft.
Yeah, he's like, oh, you're an herbalist.
Yeah, I'm making traps, and every now and then I'll see like one herb that hasn't frozen to death. I'll
Yeah.
take it.
He'll ask you, he's like, so you're all not hunters?
Hmm?
You're all not hunters?
No, I don't think so. I think he's hunted in his time, but
He looks over and he's just like, probably.
Wrestle bear.
he's a big game hunter. Takes down mammoths.
He hunts only the most dangerous game.
Unarmed.
And he kind of like treats you like, well, hunting animals is very similar to hunting people.
Can I insight? Is that philosophy or practice?
I suddenly have a feeling that we're in a
Like 10.
not safe group of people.
You have
Dun, dun,
no
dun.
idea.
We'll came to that conclusion.
I'll say that you decide to interpret it generously.
That's a good thing.
The sirens go off, but I ignore it.
Yeah, you ignore the red
Just the most
flags.
recent statement.
You
Nothing else
downgrade
giving
the
me
red flag to the
flags.
yellow
Like, I know
flag,
I
just keep it
should
as
have
that.
them, but like
Yellow card.
Yeah, I don't think Slanei knows any red flags.
Slanei is the red
Listen,
flag.
Slanei would hear that and think, oh, I'm gonna seduce this man.
This guy is helpful to have on our side.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All of these people are helpful to have on our side.
Mm-hmm.
He said, I suppose.
So is it-
hunting.
He doesn't like push too hard about it, but you know, he'll say like, if you, it's Gunnar, right? Nyland? The chieftain?
Yes, he's chieftain.
If you need any more help setting up traps, me and my friends here will gladly help! Because we have been kicked out of too many homes. And this is the last one we have.
I'm sure if Gunnar knows, he will let you stay for as long as you like.
And he smiles and just let us know. Alright. Is that all?
As they talk, Elrik is clearly uncomfortable with the thought of these are people I'm about to kill with this, but he's also, he's sucking it
They're
up.
bad guys, they're bad guys, they're bad guys, they're bad guys.
Keep telling yourself they're bad people.
The healer is setting up booby traps to kill people. He's not super thrilled.
Look, you didn't get your medical license revoked for nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright.
I haven't heard about the malpractice case yet. Paperwork takes time to go through.
Okay. Is there anything else you guys would like to do?
When they go off eventually, I'd like to set up some traps where they don't necessarily know where they are.
Okay. Like, what?
Just like some more of like the stick traps that we have, that way like...
They would not know where you guys had put the ones before you
Okay.
had met, but other than that, they have been sticking with you. So unless you're, like, running off and hiding one behind a tree.
No. Never mind that.
No.
Hey, look over
We just
there.
hear an explosion
Yeah.
5 minutes later.
Yeah. Somebody, like, loses
I
their,
think we
like...
are, we got the vibes that they're weirdos that are vaguely trustful. We're keeping it. We want to make sure these people won't say, hey, Hilda,
Yeah.
want to give me $15 and I'll tell you what the traps are?
That's exactly why.
Fair enough.
That's what we're paranoid about.
Alright,
We're befriending the trailer park.
Yeah.
Knowing that the trailer park could in fact just sell us out for a bag of peanuts and Coke.
Yeah.
Okay. If that is the case, you are all brought back to town, and I'll say that in the evening you guys probably spend a little bit of time in the mead hall, and Tiril, you meet up again with the rest of the party. Do you want to tell them about what happened?
Yeah.
Yeah. I hope so.
I don't like keeping secrets.
Keeping secrets in
How
this
nice.
party?
In this party? No secrets are ever kept in
How
this
would I
party.
summarize that? I don't know. Can I just
You
summary?
say
White
Thyra got
wolves.
attacked,
Yeah.
like there was a massive white wolf in...
Very dramatic
Yeah.
story.
Chad Wolf.
Yeah, its teeth looked were
do you hype
red.
it up that like you came in at just the nick of time?
Definitely, because I think I was quite amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a spirit.
Yeah, like also you're like, as I was swooping to pick up Thyra, like it leapt in the air and tried to like get an attack of opportunity on her, but I was too quick, and her
So
leg was
by the end of
fine.
the story, we're like, oh, it's just a normal wolf. They're hyping up too much.
Make a performance check just to like see how much they understand.
Oh no!
You're great at those, right?
You think you have positive
She was
charisma, right?
floating down the river. She was a bird.
I don't even know, do I?
No, that was y'all drunk telling the story. Unless Tiril, are you
Well,
drunk as well sharing this?
no.
Okay.
I beat the wolf! It was the wolf!
And there wasn't a bear.
There wasn't a bear!
She was a woman.
Why can't I find anything?
Why can't you find anything?
Why thing you find can't?
Consider finding it.
One. Plus one.
Plus one.
Plus one.
Plus one.
Plus
Not
one.
negative. 11.
11. So you guys are like, okay, Tiril's playing it up, but I mean, it happened.
They're not making
Tiril
it
got
up,
hurt.
but...
Well, not Tiril. Thyra got hurt, and by a wolf.
It was probably a normal wolf, not a dire wolf,
Yeah.
is the conclusion Slanei takes from it.
It was bird again. Bird again? Yeah, like last time.
But if you're a woman
Since we
now,
know
I'm a
about the
woman.
White Winter,
She's a woman.
Yeah.
Are there
No,
any-
I don't think
She's a
you know
woman.
about it. So wait,
Thank you.
hold on. Who all knows about the Fimbulvinter other than Tiril?
I know that it's a thing, I don't know what it means.
I know of it probably from the same source that Slanei
Yeah.
had.
Yeah.
We just don't know the exact, like,
In the tunnels.
what it all entails.
so me and Stonk are in the dark?
I
I
Yeah.
can't remember if I heard about it,
You
but
heard
I
it as
know
well.
for a fact I do not know what it means.
Because you speak giant, so you were able to understand the trolls.
I like he was
Yeah.
nearby.
But I also
You
didn't know
all
what it
heard
meant.
the word Fimbulvinter.
Yeah.
And you did not know what that meant.
Mikhail knew.
You knew what that meant. Tiril did. And you have not shared your hypothesis about that.
Well,
You've shared it with Tavi, but...
I was going to ask if the winter had anything to do with fools, but I don't know to ask think about that.
I'll say out of character, the Fimbulvinter is also known as the Vargersvinter, which means the Wolf's Winter.
Oh my god, there
So
was a
white
wolf.
snow wolves might be a thing.
Who knows?
See, I remember the Wolf's Winter part. I didn't remember the other name.
Yeah. Yeah, Fimbulvinter is the quote unquote official name for it.
Also, while we're discussing things, one of the crazy people we were with earlier,
Gary?
You were with crazy people?
Yeah.
Tell me about the
specify.
crazy people.
I'll do my best to share about the crazy people.
And if we run into Gunnar during this lunch, I don't know if he's out and about or he's locked in his room. or
He's locked
whatever.
in his room, probably.
Okay.
He doesn't go out.
Well, next time I see Gunnar, I'm going to mention, hey, these people helped with the traps. They were helpful. Also, they know where all our traps are, so that's a thing.
They know
Maybe treat them nicely.
Treat them nicely and also keep a very strong eye on them.
Okay.
Maybe give them a couple coins.
the crazy one I was with said we should keep our eye to the south. Because Achma might be there.
Aqua?
But again,
Tiril's eyes just...
he's crazy.
I wonder why that is.
Your pupils
Stonk
will shrink and
winks.
dilate by Myers.
Underneath
know.
my eye.
Lauren!
Yes.
Does Tiril's pupils still shrink and dilate even though she doesn't have that? She doesn't know
Yeah.
irises.
Yes.
That's horrifying.
They're just pain pricks.
It's just like
Yeah, you don't have dark vision or anything. You, your eyes function similarly to humans, though you're probably just a little photosensitive. You just get headaches.
Always wearing sunglasses.
it's always white outside.
What business would Optima have with Ruvik? I say, never having looked under the eye patch.
I was gonna say, I don't think you know.
I don't know. You've never told me.
The
I
whole
never
party has
asked.
a slight giggle.
So I ask, what business would she have here?
Should we just all
Do you want to ask for that? Not my choice to me.
He's stuck with us, he might as well know.
Stonk.
Stonk, you want to share?
I get more and more concerned with every passing second.
Whoa, this would be funny if I did this to you. You will probably succeed.
Are you gonna fear attack me?
There's no way you'll fail this, right?
We'll see.
Alright, yeah, so...
What save do I have to make?
Oh,
It's a
I rolled
wisdom
the wrong button.
I don't think sorcerers get wisdom.
Yeah, it's
I am not that
Take it.
wise.
I will pull up the eye patch and I will do the
You're right.
frighten thing. So
In the meat hall, in the middle of the meat hall.
no, I'm doing it like at our table, away from everyone.
Splash.
Yeah,
So if a small child wanders behind us, he'll scream. But
Okay.
other than
like
that-
someone would have to be looking at me directly to see what I'm
Yeah.
about to
Okay.
do. All they would be seeing
Yeah,
from the
in the
back
meat hall,
is that
Mr.
I'm
Goliath.
pulling
I will
up the
say
eye
that
patch.
you are the only Goliath
We
here,
probably
so
will.
I'll say you'll be safe, but there might be one person who is like,
What the fuck?
who's like, oh, he's showing him his like really wounded, swollen eye or something.
And that's
Yeah.
why that's why he wears the eye patch
Yeah.
at all
And then
times.
I
Why is
scream.
it glowing?
And then I feel my save scream
Well,
and
but
shit
there's enough
myself.
light in here you wouldn't see the glot.
It's
Do you
just that
Do you have
horrifying.
above 14 intelligence? Sorry, do you
4
have above 4 intelligence?
Okay,
Not even answering that one. Yeah, it's a wisdom save. What'd you roll?
8.
In the middle of the mead hall.
You are now frightened.
I would like to fall out of my seat, please.
Some people like chatter and like turn towards you. How do you react to this?
I'm focused on what I'm afraid of. That's terrifying. That's
Do
horrifying.
you
After
just
I-
run?
After I open it up, I like put it back down.
Which means
so,
you can repeat the saving throw.
Yeah, and so now he can continually do the
You
saving
use
throw
your
until
turn
he
to fall
succeeds.
over.
I use my turn to fall over and gasp in horror.
Okay.
Yeah,
There.
Okay, that's
There we go.
a 16.
Yeah, that- okay.
yeah. So now you're okay. It was just for like the one moment you're like, oh my god, that's horrifying. You fell out and then you looked at it again. And it's like
Is this the
covered.
first time you have used it on another party member?
Yes.
Yes.
Then let me explain how it feels.
Oh,
no. Stonk, you've ruined our friendship.
As he
Sure.
reveals this twitching glowing red eye to you.
I have a counterpoint. We're at a
Yes.
bench, right?
Yes.
So there'd be other people sitting next to me, right? Like the person on
You
the
guys probably are at tables.
Well,
circular tables or benches?
I mean, the rest of us know not to look
Like
at
it's like a
sauce.
lunch table. You guys are
High
sitting at
school
like a
lunch
high
tables.
school lunch table. They're long. You guys probably sitting on the end of one of them because everyone
Picnic
goes for the
benches
end of a
inside.
That could
table,
be next
right?
to you.
I'm just saying, is anyone
Also, we
sitting
all
next
know
to me
not to look
also
at the
getting
Stonk side.
frightened?
No.
We all know what
You
better
have
than
to.
look at
Stonk
the
can only do it with one person. So, what you feel is as this eye makes singular eye contact.
As you make eye contact.
The
with
best
eye.
way I can explain it is you feel incredibly small. You feel hunted.
That makes sense.
Yeah. I wonder why you'd feel hunted.
What the fuck is that? I say as I dust myself off and get off the floor.
In your best Mikhail impression.
He has possessed me. Something much deeper today. I've had my second growth spurt and now my voice is deep.
Well, if I had to guess, it's the reason why Ahma is on the move.
Do I know about Akuma's eye being, a thing that can be removed from my head?
No.
You guys are always so big.
Yeah.
I have.
On purpose.
Yeah.
Nobody trusts each other.
I look at you, scared and befuddled, because that means absolutely nothing.
It's her eye.
You see, then Slanei tries to, explain it clearly, and it makes less sense.
Mhm.
That's why I don't bother, because it doesn't make sense to begin with.
What?
Let's make eye contact with Tiril and just kind of gesture to a spoon.
Akuma is. That is Akuma's eye?
I hesitate.
Yes.
I clearly take the spoon.
Listen, Stonk is big, but he is not giant big. How would a giant eye fit in his skull?
You found it in the book.
It's because he's got a big
Never
head.
thought about the logistics of that.
We're offering up the Naruto
If you look
rules.
Out of
if you look at into his eye with a flashlight, you can see the reduced rune in the back of his skull.
out of character, Stonk. It ate your other eye.
His
So
eye is
are we
possessed.
operating off of Naruto eye rules?
I'm not sure what Naruto eye rolls are.
You can put them in your hand and
You just,
cool
you just
magic.
put eyes in your head.
Yeah.
And they work.
Put eyes wherever you want.
That reminds me
There was a
of
whole
those
guy who had an
parasites that
armful
eat
of
the tongues
eyes.
of fish.
Oh
Yeah.
That's how I imagine
That,
it.
Yeah.
One of the most
'Cause it's like-
horrifying.
Wild in nature, so it
Yeah.
makes sense.
What's his name? Danzo or something?
Nature.
Yeah, Donzo.
Danzo. Who's the evil dude from Naruto who had all the eyeballs?
Donzo.
Yeah,
Right.
Danzo. Shout out for the Danzo reference. Everyone loves Danzo.
Yeah, everyone loves
The beloved and well-known character Danzo.
There's so many characters on Naruto with eyes. You gotta be more specific.
He's the one
It's
with
the
the
one with
blonde.
eyes,
Mm-hmm.
clearly.
If I described him, I'd spoil all of Naruto, and we don't want our fans to be spoiled on the
That's
new
true.
current show.
Yeah, we would
Naruto.
never spoil Naruto.
We have standards. That being said, and the new
Harry Potter
Black
movie?
Panther movie, on the other hand.
Yeah, we watched that a couple nights ago.
I have not watched
Yeah,
it.
we watched
Yeah.
the last Friday movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
It's not.
No good.
It's okay.
It's entertaining. It just feels cheap when you know that
Yeah.
he actually died and they made his character die of fantasy cancer.
Instead of retiring.
Yeah.
I'm glad they didn't CG him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was half expecting them to like
Do
CG.
the Disney treatment of every Star Wars character.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was expecting that when
To have, like, one
Shuri
scene,
went in
too.
for like a dream sequence. I was like, oh, this is gonna be the one that they're gonna bring him back. It's gonna be CG and it's gonna look awful. And then they didn't, and I was like, all right,
That scene was actually okay.
good use of restraint. That was well done.
It worked for Tarkin because he was old as shit even back then, so the
Yeah.
pro CGI kind of worked.
Yeah,
Just made him look uncanny.
yeah.
That was the point.
Which is weird because that movie is so visually stunning in so many other regards. It's just that Tarkin is the one element that is not going to age well. Anyways, D&D.
D&D.
So I ask you, how does the logistics of having a
Yeah,
giant?
I think it would be beneficial to roleplay it in character just to know like how much Elrik knows because he knows nothing about that.
Yeah, so I said, how?
What is Stonk willing to share? Hello, Crab.
Hi.
I'm still in disbelief. I don't think the logistics work.
You're asking
important
questions.
I mean, when I found it, it was this size, so...
It's just
When you found it, it was 2-dimensional, Stonk.
I know what it was.
It was that size but 2-dimensional.
was it? I feel like it would be smaller.
No, it
It'd be
was
a
not.
picture.
It was just a picture in a book that I pulled out.
You pull out the book.
No,
No, we
I don't have the book
anymore.
I gave the book
I
back.
was very upset when you gave my book away.
Your book. Implying it was your book.
To another person named Bragi, I think.
I was wondering.
No, it was Brander. That was his name. Never mind.
No,
You
Broggy.
gave it to Brandon?
Bragi was the one with syphilis.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Broggy was
Yeah.
syphilis.
Dark
man.
Brandon took it.
Return of Froggy.
Froggy's a good name.
Yeah.
So you found it in a book.
I didn't say that.
So you found it.
in a book.
You can see the gears turning in his head as he's imagining just this gooey mess between them.
It's like pressed flowers, but worse.
Pressed body parts.
Spears should not be pressed flat. That's not how they work. So you found an eyeball between the pages of a book?
Well, actually, it was like a picture of an eyeball.
I'm gonna turn away from
Okay, I
Stonk
get
and
what
turn
you
to the rest of the party.
Yeah, see, it doesn't fucking make sense.
Okay, yeah.
So, there was a book.
Doubt my
Picture of the
ways.
eye of Achma in it.
Yes.
Why? Okay, you're gonna have to accept everything I say as fact in this moment because it's very insane.
Was it the draconic cult?
Stonk?
It wasn't the so I'll explain like from a lore perspective what happened. It was you guys believe, or at least from what you have been told, Sade, who was the draconic mage who you had met, was the one who stole it back from Andor and dropped it, and you guys picked up her book.
We don't know how the fuck she got it in the eyeball.
Really, it's her fault for dropping it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Stonk, you at the Balor Lake
Yep,
were influenced by something
the Balor.
to access the book and forcibly spoke Draconic against your will.
Yep.
And that is what allowed the eye to exit the drawing to exit the book and engulf Stonk's eye.
I also think I more or less blacked out during that time,
Yeah.
didn't I?
Yes and no. I don't think you blacked out, but you were essentially like, it's fragmented to you.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't he beat up
You remember
He
pain.
just
Yes.
picked
You
up
remember the
Slanei.
chanting.
There was no beating up Slanei, it was just helpless.
Good thing you opened that page and not 20 pages back where you could have gotten Akma's nose.
Just two slits.
Stonk by its big natural Gandalf.
Akma's ear.
Akma's titty, just the one.
So there was a book with the eye in it, on a page. Stonk cut his hand, put his hand into the book, took out the eye, and shoved it into his eye socket.
I turned back. I just turned back to you, like, what? Are you crack? Crack is what you are on?
Drugs are you guys?
Can I roll for the telltale symptoms of overdosing on Drew as an herbalist?
You could like they were definitely on fucking hembane, man. You want to roll
Medicine check.
medicine
What drugs were they taking? Two. What drugs were they on?
With a 2, I would
All
say.
of them.
Yeah,
some
they
nightshade.
definitely, huffed some, they did some whippets.
Oh, we're
you
up to
know?
7. With modifier set to 7.
They were You're just like, okay, there seems to be some sort of, like, joint hallucination going on here.
Mass hysteria.
Yeah, mass hysteria to some extent. So they most likely all took the same drug, and one of them had some sort of, hallucination that they shared with the rest of them who were in such a vulnerable mental state that they believed and interpreted in their own minds.
This is mental gymnastics.
Yeah.
I start pulling herbs out of my bag that, are for calming.
This was...
This was a while
Yeah.
ago.
Elric, I don't know why you're surprised. This isn't even the most weird thing to happen in the past,
Month?
Yeah, you guys died twice.
Yeah. Elric, you got killed by your mom or grandma and brought back just to go on a field trip.
That's true.
This isn't the weirdest thing.
You get
Stonk in the background going, true.
and for the second time in 2 days, you get to see him look like he got fucking slapped. I only remember what you said the first time. I just remember you did it.
I was like, oh, your sister misses you.
So that's why she'll be coming to this town if she is.
Or maybe she just really hates this town.
I mean, that's a possibility too. Gunnar seems to have pissed off a lot of people.
Elric's gonna be the blue circling for a bit, sipping tea. As he
This
processes.
is why I don't go into details.
Yeah,
Wait, what? I zoned out.
They explained it. They explained it in the least believable way possible in my blue screening.
Oh, cool.
So you still have to respond to Akma's coming.
Yeah, but that's why she'll be coming.
You spent the whole time processing that.
Yeah.
That's why you were spacing out.
Yeah.
So yeah,
You already knew the story.
so y'all all plan how to deal with
Going
Akma.
once.
I'll process that.
It's
I'm not opposed to fighting. Like, she's, like, animalistic, so, like,
Sometimes
there's
you
no
just-
moral value.
Sometimes you
Okay.
just gotta kick God's ass. Make her calm down.
Ahma, this is out of character, but Ahma's a lot of fun because she's basically like a nuclear weapon that like whatever side there's like fights going on with, it's just like whoever has Ahma like wins.
Yeah.
Didn't we see her fighting a giant near the lake?
If
Yes, her
Asma
brother.
does come here during the
Did she
battle,
win?
we put Stonk on
She
the other
was winning,
side.
yeah.
We convinced.
We make Stonk.
You're
for
welcome.
South
We're
Gate.
winning.
Thank you. Stonk.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Okay, if that's how you want to play it, I still have one trick up my sleeve. I don't need to use the flower on Ingvald.
Oh.
Are you gonna poison?
Oh god, you're gonna kill nature!
I mean, if that's the way you want to go, I can make things worse.
I mean,
It
honestly,
can always get worse.
if you
Don't worry.
if you message
will
Akma
get
and say,
worse.
"Hey, Akma,"
She's not gonna listen.
you just tell her, "Hey,
I mean,
She doesn't understand.
we did watch Akma chase a god.
listen, Hilda. Listen, Hilda has her
should
eye. Go kill Hilda."
He's talking to an animal. It's not gonna work.
Just cast me.
Is she animalistic or is she just
Animals.
Wait, I gotta speak with animals?
The only reason it works on things 4 intelligence and above is because Ahma has 4 intelligence.
Oh
Oh,
my god.
oh.
Ahma is on the upper end of animal intelligence.
Okay, so we
we can't-
teach her to roll over.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
We give her a treat.
A very angry border collie.
Okay. I know how to deal with border collies.
So we
You just
can't
grab them by
bargain.
the back
No,
legs and
more
pull.
like a rabid Wolverine.
Oh shit.
So eyeball
Like,
negotiations
you
won't
might,
work.
you know, if you really
So if
did
it's an
want to fight
if it's an
her,
angry
and we want
Wolverine,
to
just
win,
pick
you
it
could
from
give her-
underneath the front 2
Yeah.
legs and just hold it
I
up.
could.
I will say, Ahma in Finnish means Wolverine.
Oh.
You
I'm just
probably
imagining
have to have a
Jack Jackman now.
conversation in order to do that, because just sticking
Look at you
Stonk on the front lines with Ahma and saying, bye, is probably not the way to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can bait Ahma into a fight with literally anybody.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
We just gotta find.
like tunneling, like hurting an animal.
Channeling the
It's you want to
the
hurt
rate.
her to the right side.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well then.
And then honestly, you wouldn't fight alongside her because
You just hide.
kind of just leave her.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'd just be like,
we
alright,
got-
she's charging the enemy, she's chasing him down, I'm gonna get out of here. Adios.
We
Wait.
gotta find the
Oh
right
god.
spot behind the ears.
She
Scratch.
killed them all. Oh no, she's looking at the town. Run.
She's barreling towards them. Oh god, she's barreling towards the city. Ahma, stop!
Oh god, she can't hear us. She has her AirPods in.
Stonk grips out and says, "Here, boy, here you go."
Oh, God.
Toss it into the frozen lake.
Unfortunately, I don't know if 4 intelligence can comprehend being misgendered, so. Here, boy, here you go. Alright. Anything else you guys would like to chat about?
Do you bring up the "Hey, give the eyeball back" plan?
I told that to Slanei.
Did you say that in, like, earshot of Stonk, or did you try and, like, whisper that to
I
Slanei?
just said that out loud. Like, I don't really care if you hear that.
Stonk, do you have anything to say about that? You can't really go to her and say, "No, it's
I
mine."
think I'm gonna give it back.
Wait.
You did say you were gonna give it back, but you know.
Yeah, when Ingvald's dead.
Fine, you go up to Akma and say, "Hey, I'll give you your eye back. Just wait a bit." She'll listen.
Tell an animal to experience patience.
Does Akma have Stonk's eye?
You don't know that.
Pretty useless eye, if I'm being honest.
No dark vision.
Doesn't even have dark vision.
And can't see,
They
a lot
don't
of
use it all the time.
Yep.
Her depth perception is fucked.
Yep.
Does she
But
have
I
another eye, or
imagine
is
it
she
works once you've
blind?
taken
There's
the
two
eye
eyes
out,
out
'cause
there.
you lost an eye then.
You guys saw her
Yeah.
with her other eye.
I will lose one of my subclass abilities if I lose this eye. I will no longer have eagle eyes.
Just go steal an eye from an eagle.
No, just steal Tiril's eye when
Hey,
she's
Tiril, you got an eye?
Listen, if this
Don't
universe-
worry, it worked last time. I'll just yoink.
If this universe has Naruto rules, you can just go up to an eagle, yank out that eye, and stick it in.
Yep.
Yeah, I guess.
Maybe once you've killed Ingvald, you'll take his eye.
Ingvald's eye.
Yeah, so you have an Ingvald's eye and an Ahma's eye, and you just give Stonk's eye back to Ahma. She won't know the difference. Just paint it red.
Just has two normal eyes.
You effectively blinded the nocturnal hunter.
That would go down as like a folk tale or something. It's like the tale of how someone tricked this bestial god into losing
And the
their...
story is about how like humanity will always
Prevail and triumph.
Humanity's the
no,
trickster.
No,
it would definitely be an environmental style, like like we
Greed.
screwed over the wilderness, and now the wilderness hates us.
Yeah.
Right.
The wilderness doesn't trust man anymore, something like that.
Yeah.
Rip. No more druids.
Okay.
Yeah, the druids, no more druids.
Well, how do you respond there, Stonky?
Oh, right. I have to respond.
Or
You
you can
don't
just
have
angry
to.
silence.
I could do angry
You can
silence.
just be.
Punch somebody. For the fun. Please don't.
Please don't.
It'd be funny. Maybe.
I mean, you're right, it would be funny, but also...
Shake them down for 5 gold.
You can pick up Elrik by the ankles. Just kind of.
Give me 5
Jingle,
gold.
jingle.
Give me 5
What you
gold.
got in there?
I never said I was gonna use my glaive.
Well, that is one solution of dealing with Ahma. I would not recommend it, though. I don't think it would really calm her.
It's not about calming her though.
Then what would the aim be?
To draw her into the right area, so she's not targeting us. There's no reasoning.
In the back of your subconscious, I'm the bait. You're using me as the bait.
I'm the masturbate.
I'm the masturbator.
Well, I sincerely hope for all our sakes that Ahma does not arrive.
I can agree to that.
What if... I suppose we should tell Gunnar and the council. He shivers. That's what he's going to call them, the council. Which also includes Odell.
That's a rumor. from
I'd call them
guy,
the
though, And
family.
he is kind of crazy.
Who?
You called the rumor comes from a guy that you called crazy. Are we sure we should even report this?
How trustworthy are they? And I'm going to incite you.
Oh, that's the wrong Oh.
Even if we tell Gunnar,
Go ahead.
what's he going to do?
Yeah.
Well,
He
you're
can't
inside-
stop
A
Ahma.
rampaging god.
15. Do you believe?
Okay, so here's the downside to inciting Slanei. Slanei is very gullible. He believes it might be a possibility.
Damn, we're screwed.
There's other methods though. Like if she's an animal, there are ways of directing her.
But I think dealing with Ahma is better reserved for us than the town itself. What are they going to do?
Hide.
There's like a giant neon sign saying, "Aqua, go over there."
What does the family feel about
Place a
Akuma?
point.
Do we even know about her? Is she anything to us?
No. Yaklama is, not Ahma.
Yeah, do you even know who we're talking about?
No, you know who she is. She's just irrelevant to you.
Like,
You know Yaklama has a sister named Ahma, and she's the Jotun of the wilds in the south.
damn, an
Specifically,
angry dog
her-
is coming towards us? That's wild.
Let's just get Stonk like a raw meat suit like Lady Gaga's dress from 2012.
She'll sniff it out.
Yeah.
We gotta figure out what her favorite food is.
Get Stonk to get like a big stick with a carrot on the end
Yeah.
of it.
Is this a piss sniffer scenario where she's just smelling the eyeball? Like, how's she finding us?
Piss on the eyeball.
Oh.
I don't know. She has never found us before. Like, this
That
would
could
be
be
the
another
first
reason.
time she's tracked us down.
If
Considering,
she is tracking you, she
if
could
she
be
is.
tracking something else.
yeah,
If we
because
just-
Or
considering
just wandering about.
Andor was able to track us down consistently, I don't think that
She can't
Aphma-
smell the eye, guys.
Yeah, I don't think this is like
And we just put
she's been
halfling-
tracking us this entire time, and
I think
finally
that's just a
she found us.
coincidence.
You already have enough stalkers, guys. You don't
Yeah.
need another
If
one.
we just cover Stonk in halfling piss, we'll make it so
It will make me smell like halfling piss. What are you
Why
aiming
would she
for?
give a shit about halfling piss?
Yeah.
I'll throw her off for a second game.
And now we've thrown her off her rhythm.
I just had like just fucking Sunday pisses on your eye.
If you didn't have pink eye before, you do now.
Hey, Stonk, have you ever heard of a golden shower before?
Oh.
It's only weird if you make it weird.
Slanei drinks
Now
a
sit
lot.
down.
It's probably an orange shower at this point.
Yeah.
That thing that
Okay, well,
Trump
God's
did.
coming.
Allegedly.
That wasn't supposed to be the joke.
Missed the joke.
This is a goofy session.
No, I'm good with that. I don't have like a lot more planned. This is supposed to be a shorter session anyway. So.
We lost our mind before the session truly
The
began.
wilderness goddess will be arriving at our location.
We're just discussing the logistics of a wild god walking in.
So a god walks in.
Maybe we
We
need
go
pepper
through-
spray. That we consider
That's
pepper
it.
spray.
We just built a giant door for her to walk into because she's so big.
She just, and she's so dumb. She has 4 intelligence. There's no way she'd see that.
Never seen the
So she just, hits it, and she gets a concussion, falls over. She forgets all about the fact that she lost her eye.
Let's build a giant
all over again.
fire hydrant on Watcher's Mound, and she'll go over there instead.
When Aqua comes, are you just gonna put milk on the battle mat? Okay, I take that as a confirmation.
We're gonna have to lure Mocha with like cat treats to the side of the map. We want her
She's
up.
just gonna want to chew on the minis.
If that's the case, Mocha would be so easy to manipulate.
Yeah.
Yeah. If only Mocha, we could do that with Mocha. Mocha would actually eat the miniatures.
Yeah. And she also just would not behave.
Just kidding.
Catnip.
3 intelligence.
Yeah.
Achman.
Okay, so the current consensus is no, don't give her the eyeball. And
Drugger.
catnip?
Drug her? With what?
I don't know, like hallucinate. Like,
A lot of hemping.
I'm sorry. Are you saying you want
chill her out.
you want the goddess of the wild to be tripping balls
In the middle of a war.
Give her a Mario mushroom. Give her a fire
In the Fimble Venture.
We had a little bit south. We take a couple like barrels of alcohol. We make like a big tub, and then we just dump some herbs into the alcohol. She'll drink it, and all
She'll
one.
get shit.
While Ahma's
Oh,
sleeping, you gotta light
wildlife.
an incense that gets her high as fuck, so when she inevitably wakes up around Hilda's base camp, she just massacres it while you guys just kind of like watch the incense.
We get to watch with no popcorn. Actually, that might draw her in.
What happens to
I'm
nature
buttery
if
on
the
salsa.
nature goddess gets high? Does it just go all Feywild for like a good like couple hours?
So
Well, I was going to mention something in a second.
the Jotun, just for like lore reasons, the Jotun are, especially Thor, Ingvald, and Tavesta, are all extremely powerful. Ahma is more like strong than she is magical, right?
Okay.
If she dies, or if she gets, if she starts tripping balls, not much is going to change other than the fact that she is going to be a bear on cocaine.
She's a localized... Oh, cocaine bear. That's what it's pronounced.
We're gonna watch that movie. It'll be a great time.
So it's
She's a localized
I wanna go
disaster.
she's a monster hunter monster who just wanders in.
Yes.
It's
Okay,
based on the
gotcha.
story of one
I'm just trying to
bear.
figure out what we're dealing with
Yeah,
here.
so a lot of the
86
gods are
million
not
dollars
like,
worth of cocaine.
they're not like God
Did it live, or
omnipresent.
did it
Oh my
die?
They're just
But for
extraordinarily
5 minutes,
powerful
it was
beings.
the most dangerous predator.
I didn't
on
know
the
if
earth.
Asma was going
If we
to
kill her-
affect nature, or
If we
she was
kill her,
based
every
on
tree in
based
10
on
miles will die.
But
or
all it's
something.
based on is the fact that a bear had cocaine.
Yeah.
The entire movie itself looks like it's just, ridiculous.
What would happen if a bear got high on cocaine and
And
lived?
didn't die immediately.
It's the
Llama-geddon.
confidence that Josh just piped up with the cocaine bear.
Yeah. I was going to say, specifically for Tiril, since you're the one scouting, I would recommend a couple times just go and check out the south, see if there's any signs of,
And you are
because you won't be able to miss that
Okay,
giant
here's how we
moving field.
validate this. We know someone who came from the south. Tavi, go talk to your dad. See if he's heard any rumors about Akma down there.
That's a good point.
Yeah, and
You could
I
do
mean,
both.
you're also the most likely person, since you are most connected to Aqua here. You'd notice it sooner than everyone
You
else.
can also ask a question. You just need 25 gold or something of the same equivalent to sacrifice to cast divination.
Okay, guys, give me your money.
This is
Give
actually...
me more than
5,
that.
10,
This is-
15.
Okay, we should at
Wait,
least
but
ask
each of
about
us
rumors
can-
first, and then if
Yeah.
we
Yeah.
don't find out, I can do that.
And we can each pay 5 gold to it since you have no gold.
Unless
no, I
you
don't.
have
I don't
like-
think it's 25 gold. I think it needs to be an item worth 25 gold.
We gotta
That's
buy a lot of
relevant to the
logs.
god. You
You
know.
gotta buy a lot of sticks.
Oh god, we're gonna have to...
Buy 25
I'll look
pounds
it
of
up.
steak.
Yeah,
Make a
because
barbecue.
the whole point is that you're making an offering. So, incense sacrificial offering. It needs to be a sacrificial offering together worth at least 25 gold.
Okay,
pieces.
so we can each over
I
the
feel
next...
like that would be like a trippy divination experience.
So,
since she does
what,
not speak,
like-
it's just emotions.
Yeah.
It's just feeling.
You would also more likely be directed to talk to so like when you cast divination, you spoke, I guess, directly to a bird. But you could also be directed towards one of her lead archdruids, you know.
You're like smacking the bird. It's like, operator.
So if we killed an elk, is that enough meat to count for 25
There's
gold?
one
Would that be worth 25 gold?
I have no idea.
Probably.
Maybe
A
if
big
she's
moose?
less hungry, she won't come here.
2 moose? How many meats do we have to kill?
Meese.
How much is a meat worth?
I'm not-
Let's find out.
If one more sheep goes
I am not
missing.
sure, but it's probably gonna be a lot of meese.
Yeah. And does that rise and fall with the economy?
Yeah, because I mean,
Right
A
now,
buck.
sheep are quite expensive.
Do you know?
a buck used to be worth a buck.
You know what? You know who could probably tell if she's coming or not? Nana.
Oh fuck, you're right.
We could go ask
I
Nana.
don't want to talk to Nana.
I'm not talking to Nana. I fucked that up last time. Someone else do it.
It says that
I don't have any way to communicate with them.
No.
The one who should be communicating.
That was
Fuck. It's really only me and you, Ed. And also Elrik.
I mean, I could
Hey,
prepare,
Elrik!
I could prepare tongues for tomorrow.
I can just cast tongues on you.
Oh shit! I mean, if you
is
want,
that not self? Is it?
This the spell grants the creature you touch the ability to understand any spoken language it hears.
Okay.
Moreover, when the target speaks, any creature that knows at least one language can hear the target understands what it says.
This is like a 3rd level spell, isn't it?
Understand all of us.
I mean, not for you because
I don't think Nana's gonna let me touch her.
No. I don't think you want to touch Nana.
She's gonna be so sticky on me.
you're also gonna get Gunnar on a syphilate if you touch her.
Yeah.
Syphilis. I've never heard that before.
every STD.
Is that how you thought the session was going to go, Lauren?
No, this is great.
This feels like we're not even RP. We're just
We're
Well,
having
I
a
mean,
chill session.
you guys are
Yeah.
also planning for the
Yeah.
siege that's coming up. You know, it's mainly at this point you just getting shit off your chest and helping out the town.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'll like I said, I don't really have too much planned today, anyways, and I plan on just having this be a wrap up session for 2-week break or 3-week break. I think it's a 2 or 3 week.
I think it's just a 2-week.
I think it's just 2 weeks. Anyways,
Next week, I think Kelly's not able, and the week after,
And then
I'm
it's
not
you.
available, and then we're back.
Yep.
So yeah, it's a 2-week break.
All right then. If that is the case, is there anything else you guys would like to roleplay before being interrupted?
Oh no, we're gonna get interrupted?
Talk about?
Not really, but
Do we have anything to talk about?
Any other ongoing plans? Are you gonna go talk to your dad, Tavi?
Yeah, you talk to your dad.
Come with me.
Sure.
You bringing your girlfriend? Hello, Father. This is my girlfriend. I brought her as a moderator because I don't trust being alone with you.
Oh no! And I just realized. Oh no!
This is gonna be.
And you don't know. Oh no!
This is gonna be great.
Yeah, this is gonna be great. I just get to sit back and watch the fruits of my labor.
You're just like, Odell, I need to talk about something serious. And he the whole time is just like, are you introducing me to your girlfriend right now?
He also, in the back of his head, I need to talk to you the fact that I know you died.
Yeah.
You're getting 2 flavors of daddy issues, and you're just between the two.
Just like, hi, nice to meet you.
Multiple layers of daddy
issues versus Grammy issues.
Alright.
Take your pick.
If that is the case, do you seek out Odella?
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay.
Probably going straight.
What's your
I
girlfriend?
guess.
Go
If he says
straight.
anything, you're not my girlfriend.
Going straight
I
there,
thought we
too.
already knew this.
I'm not your boyfriend.
We are not dating.
Right
I
there,
know.
too.
I repeat, we are not dating. I know.
Unless you want to, then we are. What?
Right. You seek out Odell and eventually find him. Just kind of like. Not with Odell, but just kind of like doing his own like research and just kind of like helping him and ordering people around and that sort of thing. Because Gunnar isn't the most authoritarian presence, but Odell actually has experience in like the Abnornian military and is kind of like bringing that experience to help organize what's going on right now. Because Gunnar is a very disorganized man and everything's a mess if you can't tell.
Tell.
So you do eventually find him just kind of working at his stuff, but as you two walk in, he will like kind of lift his head and nod. He's like, Tavi and
Tiril.
Tiril. Nice to meet you, Tiril.
It's begun. Oh god, how do I start this?
How can I help you, Tavi?
Oh, we're just an assistant now. Talking to me like a secretary. We met a group of hunters while setting up traps in the woods today.
Yeah?
Don't laugh at me, Edison.
I'm not laughing at you, I'm laughing at what's about to happen.
They said they're not super sure about the security of the South Gate. They've heard rumors that Akma might be.
I don't know who started this. It's not Akma.
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 Saying with an E.
Yeah, you've been fine, Chris. It's you who's saying Akma.
God damn it, Tyler.
You
Akma.
linguist.
Ichman.
Akma. Yeah. But,
Very guttural.
It's like, well,
but, so,
Coughing up a phlegm.
he'll stay.
Look, if you cough like you're doing it right.
Sorry, it's phlegm.
Were they from Beruvik? Where are they from?
Balls.
Outlanders, from what I understood.
And you see him kind of like this look of disdain, like
Yeah, the poor.
I've worked with some groups of Outlanders before in Galethorpe. They are an interesting bunch for sure.
Am I a little prejudiced?
What did you show them?
We showed them everything.
what? The traps?
I mean, they helped us set up probably like half of them.
Yeah.
I mean, they just helped us set up the traps while we were out there.
Okay. And he looks down at his paper and he writes something down.
Are there gonna be 5 less hunters tomorrow, Lauren?
We just see 5 impaled heads out to the front.
Yeah.
Well, shit. We should get more Outlanders.
Does Odell know about the eye?
No. No, Odell doesn't know about the eye, does he?
No. He did cross the lake with.
You're not gonna tell us.
He learned about the Draconic Book.
Yes.
But he did not learn about
Never
the eye.
learned about the eye.
I'm just sitting here.
But I
so
thought he saw
could-
Stonk's eye, though.
Do not. No.
No,
Tiril would stop you.
I'm just
Since
imagining
he crossed the lake with
freaking
us, wouldn't he have
the
at least,
ping
like,
pong
known
across the
something
net
happened
that
to
is
Stonk?
Odell.
He knew
Just
something
Stonk
happened to
totally
Stonk, but you guys said it was Stonk fucking with the Draconic Book,
Okay.
and now he got, like, cursed. You never said,
Okay.
you never were like, it was Ahma's eye.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he knows there's something fucky-wucky about your eye now because you lost it, but he does not know exactly what happened because him and Eric were, hiding, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, just felt like something worth passing on.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I'll definitely keep note.
You'll talk about divination? Talk to the for intelligence animal god.
I could do that if you think that that's a route worth going down. If you think this is a real rumor, or if we can just brush this.
You're Ichvinen. Do you believe it?
She could be anywhere.
So you don't know?
I don't know.
Shit. And he kind of like sits back in his chair and just, if he had hair, he'd brush the
Does he just like
He
rub
just
his
rubs
bald
his bald head and just kind of like.
One stray hair managed to grow and it's just gone.
Yeah. And he's just like, okay. Well, let's hope that's just Outlander talk. But we'll have Tiril, you and Thyra hopefully can continue scouting in that area as well. Sorry if we're pushing it. I'm assuming you two are obviously very tired, but for now, take some time to just peek over the western wall. Priority should still be on the Watcher's Bound, though.
Of course.
And he nods and says, is there anything else that I can help you with, Tavi?
Is there something I'm forgetting?
No, I don't
Is there
think so.
something I'm forgetting? Okay. No, I think that's it.
Tavi, you don't notice this because you're inside shit and always has been.
Yeah.
But Tiril,
Yeah.
Odell wanted there to be something else. But as Tavi's like, nope, there's nothing else I mean, he's like, okay. And then,
Tavi, if you just asked for emotional support and love, he would have given it to you.
But you have to ask first.
yeah.
I'm a man. I don't need emotional support.
And he's a man. He doesn't offer it.
But he's there if you want it.
Yep.
If you verbally confirm you want it.
But you have to be the one to
I
make
have
the
a
first
feeling
move.
that last time when you rolled terrible at like the insight,
Yeah.
he wasn't actually feeling disappointed, he was feeling worried.
Probably.
Yeah.
It's a fucking Bojack thing where it's just like, well, as a man from the 1940s, I am woefully unprepared to deal with
The emotions of a woman or something like that.
I don't remember. Is Ingolf supposed to be showing up at the battle at some point? Oh god, that's gonna be a shit show if Akma also shows up.
Yep.
Is what's gonna happen is Akma's gonna show up and Gul's like, okay, I'm gonna help the fight. I'll go deal with Akma because I think that'd be funny and I can win. So you have fun with your battle. I'm helping.
Can he win?
Damn it.
I don't know if he can win.
Can Ingolf win
In a
again?
one-on-one combat, Akma and
He could teleport
If
away.
if they start real close to each other, Achma wins. If they start from a distance, Ingvald wins.
As
unless he
Ingolf,
rolls
so
really
he could,
bad.
Yeah.
He could plan ahead to be far away.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it's Ingvald. It's
It's
he
4
played.
intelligence
He
versus
doesn't
7.
really
I
plan.
Yeah, what are we gonna do?
mean,
Alright,
They're both
well, there, speaking of Odell, what are the rest of you guys doing? Drinking?
That sounds great.
yeah,
Yeah.
drinking.
We're taking cocaine.
Gotta enjoy it.
Bear?
Elric's trying
Could
to
be
make
our
them
last
roll.
few days.
She's a woman.
Cocaine bear!
Fucking bear.
Would a cocaine-filled bear be worth 25 gold?
Very, it'd be worth a lot more than that.
The cocaine in the bear.
Pure cocaine in a stuffed bear.
Lauren, if we offer a bear filled with cocaine as an offering, would the offering make Akma high?
Probably, yeah.
Still saying Akma.
I refuse to change.
It's radar all over again.
Yeah, basically. So if that is the case, after you guys have this conversation with Odell, I'll say that, like, an hour or so passes, you know, you guys are wandering around doing your own thing. Eventually, you are all summoned, I'll say you guys by guards, and you guys who are probably wandering kind of around Gunnar's estates, just like, hey, we need your help now.
Okay.
All right.
Speed walk.
Power walk.
Power walking to the
Power walk
Adult
kill.
moment.
You guys are I was gonna say exported. You guys
Yeah, we're on a new hard drive now.
And every spell slide have to fly 10 feet at a
Yeah.
time.
you guys are brought to Gunnar's office where you guys were initially like, oh, is there a fight going on? You start, Stonk especially, you're like, yeah, halberd, and you pull out the halberd, and then you're brought to Gunnar's estate, and you're like, oh.
Aww. Or fighting with
Did
worms.
the trolls take more sheep? Is that what's happening?
Aww. You are both, not both, well, all of you are brought to the planning room. And it is once again opened and filled with tenseness. Elric's entire family, including your sister, Odell, stands beside Gunnar.
Sister or sisters?
Sister.
No little one?
She's not your sister.
I don't know what she is, Lord.
Odell stands
They're all
beside Gunnar,
family.
and Sven stands as a mediator in the center of the room. Odell pipes up, how can you trust them with so much, Gunnar? They aren't Abnordian, how can we trust them to protect Abnordians? Idun pipes up saying, we were sent by Ingvald himself to save this place. Where is your gratitude? Gunnar is just like, they assured me that everything would be fine, and Odell's just like, I don't care what they've assured you, and Idun pipes up again yelling, this Odell lied to us a few days ago. How can you let him insult our honor like this? Odell's just like, I would have never allied with that madman. I just wanted to make sure my sister was safe. Idun pipes up again, saying, Ingvald sent us here for a reason, to oppose the word of Ingvald the Maestarian's heatheness. And in a moment,
I'm gonna go in the corner. I am stealth on sight.
somebody
Technically,
else.
Odell could have just told, Slanei, in his head,
Yeah,
when
that's
he sent the
all-
message, could have been completely honest.
Yeah.
He had plenty of words to do it, and yet he
Because
was
he didn't-
vague as shit.
You killed the king. Here was his run.
I understand where
you
he's
killed the
coming
king. He did not think you guys would be potentially not be on the right side. So he was like, you're probably with Tavi, so all I'm gonna say is that I'm safe.
Okay.
Okay.
So that was his reasoning.
Fair enough.
But all of a sudden, interrupting this argument between Odell and Idun, your sister, as
Flying
Idun
down the river.
says, Ingvald sent us here for a reason, to oppose the word of Ingvald the Maestarian's heatheness. Your sister whispers kind of to herself, we didn't have a choice. And Gunnar says, what'd you say? And she, almost in a swap of anger, we didn't have a choice. And Gunnar's just like, okay, everybody quiet, let's not start yelling again.
I would like
calm
to instantly look
down.
to Idun. How does she take that phrasing?
Roll insight check.
I want to roll inside as well.
Calm the fuck down.
23.
God
You
damn.
notice that she's immediately brought over with offense, and as she steps forward to say something, somebody else, your sister, has a similar response. Quiet? Quiet? You want to tell me to quiet? You're nobody to us. I could kill any of you Abnordian worms in an instant if I so wished. Yet you think you can just tell me to shut the fuck up? And Gunner's just like, that's not what I said. And she continues, we were ripped from our home and you expect us to follow your orders like slaves. Elric's family is just like, oh shit, the dog's loose again.
Is Idun saying that?
This is your sister.
Oh no.
You fucked her up.
That's the one person I don't know how to girl boss my way out.
Elric's family pauses, unsettled by her outburst, but allows her to continue. Odell says, we're telling you how you can help us. And Inga pipes up again. She's like, you think we want to? I refuse to use my sorcery for any of you bastard demons. All of you. And she stands up and begins to point at everyone in the room, including the family. Idun sighs and shakes her head and clicks her tongue at Elric's father. Inga V5, your mother.
Mom or sis?
Your mom, that's 5. Her eyes are closed, with the young Ingeborg staring off into space. He nods, your father nods, and grabs the back of Inga's robes and begins to drag her out of the door as she curses cruel obscenities and threats at everyone in the room, as Inga as she finally leaves the room, like they're just like her foot's finally leaving the room, she gets one jab in at you. At least the backstabber wanted to save his sister. Even the sinner cares.
Oh.
Rickard, for the third time in 2 days, you see it gets.
The door slams shut, and Odell stands with his mouth just agape in offense and shock because no one has ever spoken to him like that before.
The family's tearing each other apart at this point.
Yeah, that's what you do when you they've never touched grass before, literally.
Oof.
That's really sad.
Now they've touched grass. There was a tiny little patch right next to their sheep pen.
And then the sheep ate it.
Yeah.
And then
One of them
died.
touched grass.
Yeah.
Dad's touched grass. That's why he doesn't talk.
Gunnar just grits his deep teeth and just... None of us had a choice. I trust they'll help us because they want to survive, as do the rest of you. I don't give a damn what any of your goddamn motivations are. I just want Beruvik to survive this godforsaken winter. I am done. If you all wish to kill each other, do it in your own time. Don't waste mine. And he will, slam his cane on the ground and just angrily hobble out of the room.
God, if only he could, have that much emotion and motivational leadership at any other point.
He's bad with crowds.
He's only able to do it when he's been personally insulted.
When it's honestly kind of suicidal.
Well,
You guys just have to push him to the edge.
you know
And then
what that
finally get his
means.
job done.
I'd like to look at Rickard as he's leaving the room. We just gotta keep pushing him to that edge now.
Just ride that line.
We're gonna
ride it hard.
toe that line.
we got to push this guy to a heart attack.
Like you did with
we
Eric.
need to replace Eric.
How's your wife? How's your son?
You guys are terrible.
We know.
We never said we were good people.
Gunnar grabs his cane and storms out, and you two kind of whisper to each other. It's just like, well, I guess we know what motivates Gunnar is. You just gotta insult him until he cracks.
He's gonna hate us by the end of it.
Oh, he hates you guys already.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think he hates us now.
Sven nods his head and signifies, okay, we're done here, you guys can go back to your rooms. And he soon follows Gunnar out of the room.
Wow, we just got here.
Yeah. Idun begins to walk out the door as well, stopping at Odell. Whether or not we agree on how to handle what comes forward, I'm sure we can all agree that Gunnar is unfit for his role. I will do everything in my power to protect my family, but my granddaughter is right. We had no choice in being here. We are no thralls to you Avnordians. And she walks out, and the family follows her. Odell stands in disbelief, rubbing the temples on his head. Thor, give me strength.
Yeah, I kind of like it doing it a little bit now.
Honestly, I want you to go talk to her. Just don't tell her
We're
your
not thralls
backstory.
to you guys. We're thralls to someone else.
We're
Come
thralls
on.
to Ingvald. We like
Also,
We're
Ingvald
voluntarily.
got you guys to go there. You're there under his command. Why are you disobeying it now by getting a hissy fit that you might be in danger?
The sister did.
The matriarch is
To
getting
be
a
fair,
little
Ingvald
pissy
said
too.
just go save
Yeah.
the town. They didn't say listen to the
They're
town.
more angry that they're being like, oh, you've been summoned here to help us, now we're gonna order you around. They're the ones who know what
They can do.
they can do. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Let's all sit back. Let them do it.
Yeah, exactly.
If they don't need our help, if they don't need orders or, assistance to defend this town, then we've got this in the bag, everyone. We can pack up, go home, hang
We've done
out.
our job.
Honestly,
We've done our job.
we should just kick my family outside the walls and just let them do it.
Really, this town
they're
was
just gonna
saved
build
as soon as I made my wish, so,
Yeah. Thank you, Stonk.
all this extra effort has been pointless,
They're just
so...
gonna summon another wall around the town, and they're just gonna claim. They're just gonna claim the town
Yeah,
within
they're
their
gonna
walls.
Only an extra mile
Yeah.
for the Balors.
Oh, no.
Call it Elrik.
Elrik.
But yeah, as the rest of the family walks out, Elrik,
Baylorville.
you notice your mother, her head is just held really low right now.
I sort of sink into my chair.
That's your family, right?
I nod.
That's Ingvald's defense for this town.
My wish was not to save this town. My wish was to get them out of the house. You could take offense that this is what Ingvild said, but don't blame me. This is on him.
I'll be honest, I'm very underwhelmed.
They're adapting well.
The most I've seen from that woman is that she's killed you in a single hit. You went down in a single hit in the tournament anyways. That's not true.
I take offense to that. It took like 6 or 7.
Get slapped for the fourth
I got
time.
bitch slapped by Ingvild like once and I lived.
That was a glancing blow. That wasn't a full-on slap.
I could probably survive 2... I could survive 2 bitch slappers from Ingvild. 3 would kill me, but 2 I can live.
You see Odell as he's just kind of like rubbing his temple, and he just kind of like says under his breath, "She's right."
About Gunnar?
He glances up at you and just kind of goes, "I knew he was cowardly, but I didn't expect it to be this much of a mess, if I'm going to be honest."
Why do you think we went to
Glances around the room.
Yeah.
Why do you think we went to Ingvild's tournament so quickly?
We left for the tournament because he was paralyzed with indecision. Couldn't make up his mind.
It was literally the least risky choice, as sad as that sounds.
It was the only hope for here as well.
And yet he deliberated for weeks. We don't disagree. Gunnar is not fit for this role, especially in this time.
But swapping him out now would be disastrous.
We don't have the authority to do that.
Who needs authority? We have
Whose
Stonk.
authority would you say exists right now, Odell?
Odell is just kind of like, yeah, you see in his eyes fair point, but he's just like,
The king? Well,
no. Yeah.
there's an authority about the king and he's sitting over there.
Gunnar is a good person, but a terrible leader.
Agreed.
I can see that.
Yep.
So, Lauren,
The
if,
whole party doesn't get it.
hypothetically, if Gunnar genuinely just died of a heart attack right here, right now, who would legally be the next person in charge?
Laris, and they're in someone else's control.
Okay.
Okay, so after
Lars, who's next?
I have
Just spend.
Oh no, it would be Sven actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's our opinion of Sven? Would he be better?
Sven appears to be
We don't really
reliant.
talk to him.
However, Tiril, you know that Sven was one of the main people who led the negotiations with your people.
Was he good at it? Okay, who's after Sven?
We got to do a lot of assassinations.
Okay,
So if
Thyra would be better. Let's go with Thyra.
She nearly got torn apart by a
I think
wolf.
she could be a good leader. But she is a bad person.
So what I'm hearing is the top 4 people who were supposed in line to rule this town should not be in this line.
Who's number 5?
We could just do a
Is it
Battlestar
Sting?
Galactica,
Is
like
Sting
wipe out
number
like
5?
15 people in the line of succession and
take
get the head of education as the leader.
Oh my god.
I mean, honestly,
Who's in charge of the homeland? Who's in charge of the Department of
We get
Agriculture?
like the 10th person at Sting.
They
It
got
would actually
eaten by a troll.
probably go. Gunnar's sister has
So if we kill him, the
a 5-year-old son.
okay.
So if we kill
But the
them-
5-year-old son can be molded into the
Well,
girl.
no. Oh,
I got a
I'm sorry. They have a
The kid to be a
23-year-old
good
son
leader.
and a 5-year-old grandson.
Okay.
So if we kill him, it goes to Braybar.
Yes.
I have a question. Could we not have a wartime leader and then have an official leader
a
be
chief.
elected after?
He is the
the battle?
domestic
Talk to Gunnar
chieftain,
about that,
and we could have
Yeah.
a war general who's in charge of all things
Because right
war.
now Gunnar is.
Gunner's not a military leader, and
Oh.
he
He's
is
not a
inspirational.
leader, but
Oh,
yeah.
He's not a good leader,
Can we
period.
have
But
General Odell take over?
I mean, that's who I was thinking right now, because we also know Odell well enough that, like, we may not like the guy, but we'll at least trust him.
He's
at least
at least
trust he
been
has
in
the-
military campaigns.
And he has the Avnordian Empire's best interest in mind, whether or not you agree with it.
And he's fought with Hilda, so he knows her tactics.
I would love to bring that up. Stonk would never
If
bring
somebody
that up.
else wants to.
Yeah.
I mean, Slanei could possibly, but he doesn't know enough about war tactics.
Tavi, you want to promote your dad?
I think Rickard might have to be the one to bring
That
this.
might be Rickard.
Rickard.
The curse of being high end
young.
in a party with
Slanei
no
could
end.
if you want him
Rickard's the
to.
only one who knows who.
Wait a gosh darn minute.
What?
Is it Andor? Is Andor next to him?
Hold on.
Is it Eric?
You are. Oh, damn it. You are related to Gunnar by marriage.
Rickard's next in line.
Hey, good thing he doesn't know outside the family too well.
No. What happened was his great aunt, she married Alfar the Ancient. And they had
Good name.
a son
He lived a
who
long
married
life.
into your family.
He died at the rightful
he
age of 50.
7.
He married your great aunt.
Cool. Now I know.
Though people got really upset though because Alfar the Ancient outlived his son, so he had to have another.
Oh, that's pretty.
It was like a 9-year-old.
That's pretty cringe.
He was like an 8-year-old
if,
dad.
If you have the name the Ancient, you're probably gonna live for pretty long.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with it.
Oh, you have to.
Dad.
No, there's nothing wrong with it.
I feel like Rickard's suggestion would go better than Slanei's.
Yeah.
It was a mistress. That's what makes it bad.
You have long thumbs.
She was just a tiny.
Yeah, she was a Yeah, what happened basically was that Alfar outlived his son, and he decided his old wife was too ugly. She was too old now. So then he was just like, I'll just marry the prostitute I got pregnant. So then she was the queen for a bit.
So before I actually say it, I just want to make sure we're all on the same page. We're suggesting having a temporary wartime leader in ODELL, as opposed to
Not Odell, you're chieftain now. Odell, you're war chief.
Yeah.
Okay.
Odell, you're in charge of the army.
You'd probably Herser, which means like general.
Gotcha.
Herser Odell versus Herser.
And if he gets too big for his britches and tries to take over from Gunnar after the battle's over, then we just kill Odell, we kill Gunnar, and then we let the succession work itself out and we leave.
Lars, you got promotion, buddy.
Lars strapped in a prison somewhere.
We just
Promotion.
sent him.
You.
Can we
silence?
We kill Odell. We kill Gunnar. We send Lars both their heads in a box with a card that says congratulations.
Alright, so you wanna bring it up then?
I'll back you up if you bring it up.
ODELL,
So it's treason.
Yes.
it possible for you to take the title of a war chief in this time?
I'm already
For
doing that.
all of Baruvik, as opposed to Gunnar. Gunnar is, frankly, a pathetic wartime leader.
Okay, we get it.
He really is the worst. I don't think he could,
He falls flat under pressure more than me.
Yeah.
Lauren, is he by the door listening and sobbing?
He fucking would.
Do I just what do my special ears?
Yeah. He will say, "Wow, I would be honored if the position was offered to me, but the only reason I have power in this situation is because Gunnar trusts me to motivate and speak with the soldiers. However, I don't know if he'd be willing to give me that much responsibility."
I mean, the worst he could do is say no.
But I will not ask him that. But if you wish to, I will not deny the offer.
Let's go bully Gunnar.
Alright, let's time to go bully Gunnar.
Hey Gunnar, you shit your
Guess where
job.
Gunnar is? His bedroom again.
I'm just gonna knock on the door.
Stone's gotta break into his bedroom.
Let's knock on the door, let him
No,
open it.
I'm gonna knock on the door and like wait for him to like actually like come out.
There's, like,
then
Stonk
open
standing,
as he's, like,
right
walking
there,
in.
cracking.
Right as he opens the door, Stonk Spartacus.
You guys knock on Gunnar's bedroom door, and like you hear a little bit of shuffling, and just he takes his goddamn time to get to the door.
No, that's fine.
But he eventually opens it, and you see that he's mainly like removed all of his like ceremonial stuff, so he's just kind of wearing a shirt and his pants right now, and he just looks real goddamn tired. He's like, "What is it? Did someone actually die after I said that?"
No.
That would be funny, though.
That would have been really funny though.
No, that's not funny.
I look sad
Anyway.
because the only people who could have died is my family or Odell.
Oh, we could have brought them back. Maybe.
Would you?
Odell? Yeah, sure.
Your family?
They're on their own.
They seem to
They
be
don't have-
perfectly capable
What-
of saving
what-
themselves.
What do you want?
Give up all your power, I say. No.
Okay, do you want me to be extremely blunt with
First
him?
off,
Okay.
let's ask to go in the room. I
Let
feel
them
like
be nice first, and then
Can we come inside?
Guidance for whoever does the
Guidance.
Okay.
I would have thought to
Can we come
guidance.
inside?
No.
No
And he
guidance.
comes out of his room and closes the door, and he like kind of grabs a cloak. He's like, "We can speak in the common area."
Okay.
You think this is a
Because the last time somebody
Yeah.
jumped his room was Stonk, and they once again got personally offended.
Can we go to the office?
Yeah, probably he might take you to the office.
Because I feel like a
Yeah,
place where someone could
yeah.
overhear us.
We
Hey,
don't-
give up all your power. Could go
yeah.
poorly if Steak wanders in.
He'll take you to his office, where his office is has been a little bit more disorganized since your mother organized it, but he's trying a little bit more.
Gunnar, there's no easy way to say this.
You're adopted.
I'm breaking up with you.
I'm breaking up with your authority.
I know.
You're
respect
breaking up
you.
with your authority.
Are very stressed right now.
Yeah. Okay.
Wait, why are we letting Slanei talk?
No one else tried to.
Because it's way
I was
funnier.
told to let you guys do the nice talk first before I do the blunt talk.
If this
I
was
feel like
actually
blunt's
me, I would-
better.
Blunt may have been the better choice.
I don't want to be part of this. Just walk away.
Tommy, you want to take it away?
Because the Slanei continues going downhill fast.
He's gonna see this as weird bias for Odell. He's just gonna see me blowing smoke up Odell's ass.
Mm-hmm.
That is true.
You should
Consider.
consider appointing someone as a war chief. It will take a lot off of your mind.
What exactly are you suggesting?
Appoint Odell as war chief.
Can we all simultaneously just put our heads in our hands?
Ever you just hear that slap of everyone just slapping their head.
Just a
Okay.
slaps and then like one.
You said that in the most patronizing, I don't like you give up right now way possible.
So, what you're suggesting, correct me if I am wrong, is for me to momentarily step down.
Yes.
May
Stonk
I
just
ask
rolls his
why?
eye.
Why are we letting Stonk? Why are we letting Slanei, the least warlike of the party, explain why he's a bad war chief?
Because he's currently dressed like a college student.
Yes.
What's the left brain and the right brain mean? Why are we letting the left brain talk?
I want to say something.
Because
Because the right brain is 10 charisma.
Mm-hmm.
He is a +0.
Tits.
And no empathy.
14.
And no.
Let the sorcerer do it. Except I don't know these people.
You might have been the more impartial one to do it. You clearly hate your family.
Damn.
Damn, you got me slapped for the 4th time. I wasn't even said out loud. You've learned in books. Odell's learned in combat.
He has experience. You
Have
don't.
you...
The old
Odell has actually been in a war before. Has fought alongside Hilda. He knows how she thinks.
What does that have to do with me stepping down?
To be fair, we don't want him to step down. We just want all military matters to be him. He can run the town all he wants. He could be public relations.
It's a PR guy who hides in his bedroom.
Let me turn this around.
Someone else should probably speak before Slanei inserts the other foot into his mouth, because it's not going
You can
well.
interrupt. Gunnar says, and what does
Stonk.
that have to do with me stepping down?
Stonk, I could think
Someone needs to break the news to him just bluntly. Slanei can't do that to save his
Stonk, I
life.
think you gotta break
Stonk,
his spirit.
TAVI.
One already.
It's gotta be even blunter.
We're not telling you to step down, but Odell needs military power if he's going to be helpful to the city.
Alright. He already has some of that.
He needs all
Some
of
of
it.
that.
Okay. They won't say it, I will. Gunnar, you're a failure.
Gets banned from another Outlandian town.
He can't ban him right now.
Correct me if I'm wrong, he was born into his position, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
His father was named Igor, and he was a lot better.
Igor knew what he was doing. You can't live up to your dad.
You have never earned your position. You were born into it as a kid. And, if I'm being honest, this is not your place. You spend your time hiding away in your bedroom all day, drafting plans, but no one really sees them. But when you finally step out and talk to your people, you stutter. You don't have the charisma. You are not a leader, Gunnar. Normally, in times of peace, you can be a failure and still be a leader. But in times of war, it won't work anymore.
That's really mean, but
He stands. Gunnar stands from his chair
Not right.
and looks towards you, Stonk, but then kind of like shifts towards everyone else. Is everyone else like kind of sunken and like we agree with him, or are any of you guys
We're like,
ooh, no?
oof.
Like, are you not making eye contact because like he's right, but we can't say anything?
That's the worst way to put it, but he's not wrong.
I'm like,
Slanei, correct?
Slanei's
Not right.
Slanei's face is like, I was trying to get to that, I just could never hit to that correctly.
I have a face up. That's the worst way to put it,
But the
but
correct
not
thing.
wrong.
It's what we were trying to say, just not how we were trying to say it.
Yeah.
You got
We were
the
trying to be kind
He got
about
the
it.
message, but not the intent.
He like, looks around and he kind of like picks up the insight. He's just like, okay.
So we're all banned.
And he takes a deep breath and he kind of, I'll say this, he'll confront a little bit of the rest of you. Do you believe this as well? That I am a failure?
Gunnar, you sent a regicidal psychopath, somebody with family issues that you saw, including familiar murder, me, Slanei, all of us to speak with trolls.
And you didn't give us an amount to bargain with.
Unfortunately, I don't really get to pick who's helping me at
We
the
are
moment.
not even close to diplomats, and you sent us. I feel this is emblematic of the entire system being run here.
I didn't choose any of this.
You were dealt a bad hand, and you do not know how to play the game.
Time to fold. Let's do some card metaphors.
Fine.
Yeah.
Fine. If you do all truly believe this, that I am a failure, then Odell can have it.
Okay. We did it.
Can I roll an insight on
I feel like
Okay.
I feel like I'm
Also,
copy
I want to.
It
What?
feels as though there's a butt about
Was
to be
that
thrown
eye
in there.
contact in character or just you staring at
It
me?
was
Ah.
everyone.
Yeah.
He's making eye contact with everyone.
That is gonna be a 23.
Yes.
With a 23, you would note that this whole goddamn time, because you've rolled really high with this, Stonk, the first time a confrontation happened with Gunnar, there was a similar effect, where you are just reaffirming every goddamn thing this guy says to himself.
Oh.
And so, in a moment of just emotional exhaustion, fine. I don't fucking care.
I feel like this is gonna be bad.
Hey, bitch, I'm depressed too. Get over it.
I mean, if I'm being honest, that's the reason he's a bad leader. He gives in to his own self-doubt. He doesn't listen to what other people are saying around him. He doesn't get the voice of the
Therapy doesn't
common person.
exist.
Yeah, and
If we had 6 months on a therapist, we could shape him into a good leader.
Yeah.
We have like a week, 2 weeks, a month, maybe.
no, definitely not a month.
We have 3 weeks at most.
He strikes me as like an IPA dad.
Oh, my dad.
Wine mommy.
As he says that, he'll nod his head to you all and walk away.
Well, I think that went well.
I feel like we
I
should.
feel so bad. Like if it was me, I would have like tried to come. Like because he's a good person.
Yeah.
And I think
You can comfort
I
him on the
think
way
that
out.
he
Yeah,
was an
no,
alright
You,
leader.
you guys can
Yeah.
follow him out and just be like, as he walks away, you're just like, nope, no, and you
Yeah, no, Slanei is gonna follow with that insight.
Hey, buddy.
Like he's
Listen, we
he's
lost
a
you
good
your
leader.
job.
He just breaks under
Yeah.
stress.
He's a good leader, just not a good wartime leader. Actually, he's not a good leader.
No, he is. I will say, from my perspective, as someone who has created this character, he is a terrible leader.
Mm-hmm.
But
He's a good man, not a good leader.
yeah, exactly.
He would be a great, carpenter.
He would love that.
I feel like he would love to do just
Landscape
simple
architect.
tasks.
He
where
would
he's-
love to just
He
live
should be
a
just like a
simple
wood
life.
carver or some shit.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh my god, give two
He would
best
definitely live in like a log
Went to
cabin in the
school
middle of the
together.
woods, go fishing.
Teach Lars how to do carpentry. Like,
After that, I am going to go gather my stuff from Laris's room, and I am gonna sleep at Grandma's place.
You're you feel you're no longer
I don't
welcome.
think I'm gonna be welcome after that.
Fair
and
enough.
I have just enough, natural charisma to realize,
I'm not
yeah,
welcome
I
here.
burnt that bridge, but it needed to be said.
Yeah.
You wanna go pass the news on to Odell with me?
Real quickly though, who's following Gunnar out?
I think Tavi and I were gonna go calm him down.
Absolutely fucking not.
Yeah.
Are we?
I
Wanna come help me clear out my room?
That's
I
too
know.
real.
Sure, why not?
I'm going
That's
out.
it. We need a team.
Tyrill's too unconfrontational.
If we don't want to do it, then I want to do it on my own.
Oh, I mean, I'm going
I'm
out.
helping
He
moving
has
Stonk stuff.
Slanei.
Slanei. Oh god, I can't let Slanei go comfort everyone.
That's
Hey,
the
buddy.
spirit.
Hey buddy, hey pal, how you doing? Slaps on shoulder, slaps on ass.
Gunnar
We got a nice
Gunnar is walking
I
away
have
at
no
this
idea
point.
how to calm this man down. Maybe we should give him space.
What do you just follow him back to his room?
Does he have meat anywhere in his house?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go grab him like a tankard full of meat.
Okay.
Therapist
sounds good.
Slanei
Oh.
on
Therapist Slanei, give him alcohol.
That
someone having a self-doubt crisis, that's what they need, alcohol.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
That's what he did every time with me, and I'm great.
Look at Tommy. He turned out.
Tommy's doing great.
At least he stopped telling me about his problems, so clearly he's doing great.
At the time you grab the mead and make your way over to Gunnar's bedroom, the door is closed and you have, the 2 cups in hand.
Hip thrust.
You knock on the door with your forehead.
Yeah, I do just like bang on the door with my forehead.
No response.
I'm gonna put both of the tankards down right there in front of the door. Gunnar, you're a good man, and I want you to know that.
You see gentle weeping.
You don't hear anything.
And I walk away at that point.
Oh, I don't want this
You
to go
hear
away. I
a
think it's
slight
going.
creaking noise.
No.
I mean,
How do we help
We
this
can
man?
tell him you put something outside so he doesn't knock it over.
there's
and trip
there's
over it.
there's also mead in front of your door. In the event that'll help.
No response.
I feel like making this man drunk and alone in his bedroom is bad.
As you exit, you hear as he goes to look in.
Not a donkey dokie literature.
Okay.
I was just going to say, you hear the double-barreled shotgun.
Okay, Rickard, you got a new job. Keep an eye on Gunnar.
Better for you, I wrote it with my own piss.
Fuck, I do what the fuck.
Every period is my tears as I was writing this.
No, Tyler's absolutely right. Now I gotta keep an eye on Gunnar to make sure he's okay.
I'll keep an eye on Sting then.
Oh, he's not gonna be okay, but you gotta make sure he's alive.
Yeah.
Listen, you got a son to live for, but you gotta hold on.
That's probably the only reason he does it.
His son is captive right now.
Listen, your son's waiting for you. He's just at school. He's at a day camp.
Our party is nowhere close to good aligned.
We may
I
have
love morally gray parties.
we may have started somewhat good
Lauren,
aligned.
was there a nice way to tell this man, hey, quit?
You might have.
Yeah. Hey, buddy, I can tell these war duties are really stressing you out, and we much prefer you we would much prefer you, well rested, less stressful, so let's give you less responsibilities, and let's give, Odell some of these more
I'm sorry.
It's funny.
None of us have enough charisma for
It's funny. We started with that, and then at the slightest
pushbacks.
pushback, we're like, okay, nuclear option, let's go.
It's just like,
This man.
hey, buddy, we've had some issues with your attitude recently. Don't worry, man, we really love you. What attitude? Well, first of all, you're a piece of shit, and you have really bad daddy issues, and you're taking it out on all the rest of them.
I'm sorry, but Slanei chooses the nuclear option way too easily.
To be fair, I thought you were gonna be blunt. I didn't think you were gonna go for his goddamn throat.
I'm only a smidge proud of the, in peacetime, you can be a failure and a leader.
That
was actually a really good line.
That was the only way you could walk that shit back.
Yeah.
You were close for a second there, but then you're like, but not now, you're a piece of shit, sorry.
Yeah.
Look, it's assuming we survive, you'll get the job back in 3 months.
Yeah. Once everything's calmed down.
And
You need a vacation, bro.
your self-confidence is gone forever, but at least we'll all live.
There's some paid time off, buddy.
Some PTO. Only a couple days, though, because we are broke.
But the rest of them,
Treasury.
enjoy the rest of your days off, though.
Yeah.
Okay, buddy? On me.
God, I feel bad.
We probably should.
Oh, we should not feel good about what just happened.
Oof.
We're terrible people.
I don't think
Yes.
After this conversation,
a long list.
I just crushed a man.
Yeah.
Yeah. What happened?
after this conversation, you notice your mother kind of peer around the corner.
Can I send my mom to cheer?
No, like that.
No, like that. She's just a nice lady.
What do you think I meant? I just think that's a terrible idea.
That's what you think. I don't know, man.
But she'll kind of walk up to you and just whisper under her breath, is everything okay?
There's a moment of hesitation as he tries to process how to tell her that he accidentally just crushed a man's spirit forever.
Crush a man's soul, not just spirit.
I mean, you didn't really do it all
His
on
father,
your
son,
own.
and
You were just
spirit.
I was
a part of it.
present, and I said one slightly mean thing. He's internalized it.
He said, like, I noticed Gunnar storming off.
He's espresso depresso.
We had a talk with him about him giving more responsibility to ODELL, the general from Galethorpe.
Galethorpe? I thought it was Galethorpe.
I don't know how these people say it.
Galethorpe.
I internalize it's now Galethorpe.
Galethorpe.
My mom's right. But
Mommy always right.
the companions I've made, they are not gentle about how they say things.
What happened? Like Ingeborg?
Imagine how Ingeborg would break the news that you need to not do something ever again because you're horrible at it. I'll give her grace.
Trauma. You just see it like flash before her eyes. She's like, I've experienced that before.
So he agreed, but I don't think he will be doing very well.
I'm familiar with Avnordian politics and how their government works, but will the city function if he neglects his duties?
I mean, that man ODELL, he does the same job in just a different city. So, if he takes over everything, perhaps. But I do not think war is a great time for a ball to be dropped.
Shut up.
She'll say that to himself. It's like, what? Fortunately, there's not much I can do, but Idun is upset. Saying your sister more so. But she's calmed down now. Any ideas?
He pauses and he shakes his head. He doesn't have any.
She holds her head and says, well, let's just hope that this ODELL knows what he's doing and is good at it.
I know you don't have much sway with him, but I think you are, at least now, a more neutral force with him than us. If you could get him, Gunnar to recover somewhat from what my companions have done to him.
I worry that if...
Don't overstep your bounds, but make sure he's alright.
I worry that if this ODELL is who takes charge after Gunnar, he's already stated his...
distaste.
Yeah. I doubt that will ease Grandmother Idun's mind. She's not used to taking orders.
I can talk to ODELL and see if I can get him to see what is at stake.
You speak to ODELL, I will speak to Nyland.
Yes.
She nods her head and...
She's on first name basis. Wow.
What?
Gunnar Nyland? Oh, it's his last name.
Yeah.
We just all use his first name.
We just sort of assume his last name.
Eric was cool and just let you guys use his first name. You guys have been tremendously rude to Gunnar, and he just doesn't have
Hey,
the
Gunnar. Hey, Bobby.
Honestly,
what your job
well,
is
but
Gunnar?
the thing is that Eric told us to go find Gunnar. He didn't tell us to find Gunnar Nyland, just Gunnar.
But he...
If he has a Nyland, maybe we can call him Nyland.
She nods her head to you, and like as you like turn away to do her duty, like she'll grab your shoulder and like give it like a little bit of a loving squeeze, and then you two will depart. Okay, you going for ODELL now?
I'm gonna go find Tavi.
Find Todd.
Oh.
Tavi.
Back up.
Hold up. I can't hear you. I don't have my glasses on.
Tavi, you are related to this ODELL, right?
Yeah.
I've gathered.
Yeah.
You saw how my family is when we first met them.
Mm-hmm.
Odell did not. That is what they did to me. Imagine what will happen if Odell gets too cross with them. I think we should talk to him.
Okay.
I just said, hey, my family killed me on sight, and I'm fam. Do you want to make sure your dad's not going to piss them the fuck off?
Yeah, alright. What exactly do you want to talk to him about?
About understanding what my family poses to him, and how to treat them with caution and respect.
Okay.
He's basically saying, hey, you have a bunch of Wolverines in your house, don't poke the goddamn bear.
Yeah, you have a bunch of Wolverines in your house. The Wolverines don't matter. Just don't poke the bear. Just ignore the Wolverines. It's the bear you gotta worry about.
It's on cocaine.
Yeah.
Alright, I'll go with, if Tavi wants to come as backup, I'll go find Odell.
Okay. You guys find Odell in his, just kind of like sleeping quarters, I guess. He's just looking through stuff, just going over numbers, and he'll raise his eyes like, how'd it go?
Wait, great, buddy.
Yeah, wait, great. By the way,
check up on
I have
Gunnar
the,
if she's alive.
Oof, yikes, oofy, yow, that did not go well face.
mm-hmm.
And I say, he agreed.
He's worked with us before. He knows our methods.
Not him.
No.
Tavi's here.
Odell knows how
So he hears that and he goes, so it went bad, and he looks at Tommy and says that.
It didn't go as well as we wanted to, but he did agree.
What did you say?
What did you have to tell me? You let Stonk and Slanei lead the charge.
Stonk was the one that spoke.
Say it.
Oh, but there was a bad build-up and a bad conclusion. Oh.
And that's reinforcement.
Just stay. Stonk and Slanei are the ones that did the talking.
You don't even have to say what you said. You just have to say Stonk and Slanei did it.
Stonk and Slanei did most of the negotiating.
Just lots of throwing under the bus.
Mm-hmm.
You did it first. This is ping pong, buddy.
There's now the backup of the reverse bus when Odell talks to Slanei.
I'll throw everybody under the bus.
And he goes,
We know.
I will have a chat with Gunnar. If that is the case, I will. And he's just like, oh, damn.
You got a promotion, buddy. Now you're ruler of 2 cities.
I will speak to Gunnar, and I will figure out what powers he is comfortable giving me. But if the talk went as badly as you state it would, I won't push it for now.
What we were shooting for was you getting more control over his military, not much more than that. I just hope that came across.
I do not think it did.
No, it did not.
As I gather, I think he might be stepping down.
I don't think he
can do that.
I don't know if he's in his right mind to consider.
The only way, and he will look at you, I know you are not Abnordian. The only way for a chieftain of, one of Gunnar's family, and Galethorpe, we are elected officials, but the same protocol still follows. The only way to take that chieftainship away, outlawry.
Well, he could be a carpenter.
Or death.
Gunner's just writing the paperwork. I hereby banish myself from being a weak coward. Fuck you.
I guess I'll go fuck myself in the woods, Stonk!
Also, Stonk's been too. If I'm down, you're going down with me.
That's exactly what he'll probably do. This whole thing's gonna be over. He's gonna take his power again. He's gonna be like, thank you, everyone, for everything.
Now,
Stonk, you were right, but you're banished.
Stonk, you were right.
Fault 101.
But unfortunately, this paper says we're both not out of here.
And then Stonk and
I would
Gunnar
love
go off
Stonk
into
to
the
get
wilderness.
banished from every single Abnordian town. That would be fucking hilarious.
That's how you can release
Except Elderguard.
Banished from a Galethorpe because personal grudge. Banished from Beruvik because you threatened the chieftain too much.
banish her.
Didn't even threaten him too much.
You threatened his self-esteem.
I want to make it clear. I have never once physically threatened
You did
Gunnar.
break down the door.
Banish
I have
for
only
emotional
told-
damage.
That is a threatening action.
Emotional
It was a
damage.
threatening action towards the door.
You didn't touch
You know
her.
what? That wouldn't pass in court.
Your Honor, I
Oh,
threw the
they're all racist. It wouldn't have passed in court regardless.
fair
Your Honor,
Gunnar
I
could
never
have said,
touched him.
"Oh, I felt, mentally scarred by his mere presence." They'd be
Whoa,
like,
whoa, whoa.
I'm suing
"Yeah, I'm
him
with
for
him."
emotional damage.
I'm sorry. But Gunnar's admitting as a man he has emotional trauma? I'm
Yeah, I
sorry,
can't do that.
that makes him
That's
unfit
true.
to rule.
That's
Banished because we can't trust
Your
the
Honor, I shot at his
There you
feet.
go.
I never shot towards his body. I did not try to kill him. I did not.
I did not do it. I did not hit her. I did
Anyway,
not.
back to Odell. He will just kind of notice as like I'll have a talk with Gunnar, but thank you for letting me know.
There's a
Another
one
matter.
other thing.
I don't know.
You saw my family in the council room.
Yes. What about them?
I do not think you have the context you need to deal with them.
I know that they are Sivadr and Sidrkona from, or Spakona from the mountains up north in the, what is the Forgotten Lands something,
Kirifel.
Ankirifel? Well, then they're from Ankirifel.
What you do not know is the moment I walked in the doors, in front of Gunnar and the council, they killed me where I stood and brought me back to life.
Huh. I did not know that.
Lots of people died, huh?
And there is a heap and pile of trauma in how he says that.
Odell picks it up. He's not stupid.
oh,
Yeah, he's teased. Okay.
I got that punishment for disgracing them. I am family still.
That's Ethan screaming in the back.
Is she yelling at his sister right now?
My family, they are powerful, and they may be skilled, and they may help us win this fight. There may be times when you are right, there may be times when they have some wisdom you do not. But keep in mind, poking a sleeping bear, you'd best be ready for someone to die.
If they wanted to help the town, our home, then they should follow our rules.
Ooh. Maybe we shouldn't have voted this guy as a leader.
Everyone knew he was racist.
Yeah, we already knew that he was racist.
And
You guys are electing a
I
racist.
didn't know him. Like
But
I didn't vote for Odell. I just voted against Gunnar.
He is very nationalistic.
however,
well, shit.
he's still going to be better
He's
than Gunnar.
technically considered a liberal in the Abnordian Empire.
You may see it that way. I'm not saying they are right, they really are. But she, my grandmother, the matriarch of the family, is the high... What's the term for it?
Spakona.
Spakona?
Yeah.
High Spakona of Ingvald, the most powerful sorceress on this world, barring the gods themselves. She does not take orders lightly. Is that right?
I will
That is what it is.
I will keep what you have told me in mind. However, they obviously know nothing about Abnordians, Beruvik, what we stand for, why we're fighting for it. They're only here because Ingvald told them to. And now they think just because Ingvald sent them here, that they have the authority to do their magic wherever. And in all honesty, we, at least me personally and Gunnar, do not know what they are capable of.
What do you think they are? Triple it.
Very well.
I am not a weakling myself. I don't say I am strong, but I am strong enough to go to the mountain and come down again. She killed me where I stood.
Very well. I will keep what you have told me in mind. They are valuable assets to Beruvik, and I will treat them with the same respect I give my fellow Abnordians.
I would say, treat them you would as if Ingvald himself was watching, because, to be honest, he probably is.
Thank you, Elrik. I'm assuming.
Yes.
How did you tell?
What gave you that away? Did you talk to my dad?
Thank you, Elrik. You may go. I'd like some time to speak to Tavi.
I look at Tavi. Tavi, do you want me to go?
What else is going, go, man?
All right, Tavi, have fun.
Good luck. It was nice knowing you.
Backtalk the Balors at your own risk.
I'm just saying, hey, bro, they can insta-kill you. Just don't be a dick.
I mean, if he needs the context, he does have an advisor. You could be an advisor on all things Balor.
Listen, I told him, hey...
And if you don't want that Balor, I mean, that one's a prime candidate for
but Rickard knows how to politic, but I don't know if you guys want him to politic.
Rickard could take over the city instantly, and he could probably lead us to victory. It's just Rickard.
Yeah, that's fair.
Odell was the most known of the people we could have suggested.
Rickard would make us win, but he'd sacrifice the elderly in a trap that would decisively win.
No.
But it would kill
Both
all of
parties on
us.
the trolley
Bad
thing.
idea.
Yeah, the fuck. If
I'll
he would
burn
turn,
Beruvik down with them.
He would turn all the elderly into crab people.
if Rickard did take the politic route to take over the city like right now, half the campaign is going to end right after that because the party is split right down the fucking middle and people will kill each other.
Yeah.
Stonk's like, damn, that was a little fucked up, but we won.
You see,
Everyone
that's
else
why...
is, oh god, oh shit, oh fuck.
If Rickard's gonna do that, he's not gonna be direct about it. You guys are gonna never know he did shit.
Yeah.
If any of you guys are familiar with Game of Thrones shit, he's gonna blood raven the shit out of this. You know what I'm talking about? You do know? Yeah. That's what Rickard's gonna do. Anyway.
One person will find out.
Hopefully he'll only lightly piss them off. And if you see him about to be murdered, we can stop it.
Something I like about Odell is that he has good intentions. He's just
A little
Bad
shit.
about it.
he's just a bad he's just bad about
He's
it.
not a good...
He's a bad person, a good leader.
Yes.
The total opposite.
Yeah.
He's
Someone that we need right now.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Unfortunately, we need an actual politician, and while we know all
He's like the
politicians suck,
opposite.
you're like, okay.
He's the opposite of Slanei. Slanei has good things to say. He just says them in ways that makes everyone just instantly
Yeah.
distrust. Meanwhile, Odell can say things cool. It's just he's a racist piece of shit. So everything comes out racist and piece of shit.
Yeah. Alright. So,
They smushed them into one.
Tavi, Elrik is excused, and he turns to you and just looks you dead in the eye and says, I was told you died out there? Is this true?
Oh.
My boy.
Listen, we die all the time. Get over it, Dad.
We live and fight like men.
If your friends jump over a bridge with you, duh, they're my friends, dude.
Fuck yeah, that sounds fun!
I mean, literally, it's Stonk jumped off a cliff and they had spears, so...
Yeah.
I do. Why didn't you tell me this?
After you yelled at me about how you want to keep me safe and all of that, did you expect me to tell you that?
I don't understand. What do you want from me?
I don't know anymore, Odell. I don't know.
I go down this got dad dumped.
he, leans back in his chair and says, I worry about you, and all I get is distance. I know you never wanted me to be your father, TAVI. You made sure I knew that when you were a kid. You insisted that your real father was some strong warrior named Halfdan.
Odell, I know I was a shit kid. All kids...
I still have scars from you biting me.
Jesus
I know.
Christ.
Out of character, how nasty are these scars?
They're light scars. TAVI drew blood, but he didn't bite chunks off, you know?
I love that his current animosity is entirely based on a misremembering.
I'm misremembering of when he was 12.
6.
Yeah.
6.
I had a bad dream. I don't remember if it was real or not.
Well, I have the scars to prove it was real.
Odell, I spent 16 years of my life trying to prove myself to you. And all I got was TAVI. TAVI, you're a grown man. TAVI, make your own decisions. And so I made my own decisions, and then you come back here and... I don't know what you want from me.
As you say that, his face, falls, and he stands up and says, TAVI, when I first met you, your mother had dragged you into my entryway, and after pestering our law speaker for days, then demanding that I meet my son, in she brought you with golden hair, amber eyes, and your mother, I didn't recognize her. She stated that you were my bastard son and that I was obligated to house you off the streets, and her determination at first made me believe she was trying to get rid of you. But I have grown, and I realized that that was not determination. It was desperation. That room was the first place I had ever met your mother. Stan had told me, and that's the name of the law speaker, Stan had told me that she'd been knocking on the door of every wealthy man in town, sharing the same sob story. I've always known you weren't mine, TAVI.
Why did you keep me? For 18 years.
Because there's no use in reminding you what you aren't. I never legitimized you because I knew you weren't mine by blood. I didn't want you to feel like you had to live up to anything, anyone. All you've ever achieved was without my name, as your own person. Not Odell. You won that tournament because you were TAVI, not Odell. You're still here because you're TAVI. I'm just happy you didn't turn out like that little wolf boy.
God.
He's got a point.
Yeah, he's on it.
Shit, he's been facts.
You could have been anything you wanted to be, and I would have been proud of you.
So why not act like it?
And he shrugs and says, I've given you the space to become your own man. My name is Bjorn, but my whole life they've called me Odell. And I've had to live up to that. I didn't want you to go through the same thing.
Lauren, I'm too oofed. Ouch. I'll talk to you again after all this is over. Hopefully, meaning we're still alive.
Yeah, right.
I'm hoping I'll know more about what lies ahead for me by then. Even if that means not going home with you.
He purses his lips and says, if that's what you so choose. Good night, Tavi.
Night, Dad.
And he just kind of like nods, and you just go.
When's the last time you called him Dad?
Never.
Yeah. Very derogatory when I was a child, probably. Like,
You're not my dad. My dad's name is Halfdan, and he's a warrior from Valhalla. So he's dead? What?
Dead.
He was born dead, so now he's living alive.
Tyler, at this time, I'm assuming Elrik is gonna go to bed. It's late. You guys are fucking tired.
I'm walking back to... Have someone told me where Stick and Goal is, or I'm going back to Loris's room alone?
Do you want I thought you were going with Thyra.
Oh yeah, I'm going to Thyra's place.
Okay. So the rest of you, all go to bed unless there's anything else you guys want to do.
Nope. I'm at second goals now, though.
I'm just...
Oh, and they're like,
no.
welcome back.
They or Gulla's like...
Gulla is like, welcome back, and then Stig is immediately just like staring at you, Slanei. And you just stare back.
I missed who it was that was staring at me. I'm sorry.
Stig.
Oh.
Stonk is back at his home.
Oh. Oh no.
You said 10 outside for Stonk.
Yeah.
Right. So the rest of you go to bed.
Yeah.
Elrik,
I'm afraid.
you knock on Thyra's door,
Uh-huh.
and there was no response.
I knock again.
You hear slight rustling. There's someone in there.
Can I go to the window? Is there a window?
Creepy.
Is it all boarded up?
Yeah, probably.
Window.
To the window, to the wall.
Thyra, are you home?
Demonetized.
She sang the entire
Go away.
Happy Birthday song earlier.
Oh, that's no
Not now.
copyrighted.
Was it not?
Is everything alright?
Yeah, I think it's common.
Yeah, I'll be fine. Just, I'm sorry, but you have to find somewhere else to stay.
Can I the player have theories, but he would have no clue.
Mm-hmm.
Can I insight the voice? Is she hurt? Is she upset?
Go
Is
ahead.
she having fun times in there? Like what's up?
Is she naked? That's why she's not letting you in? Ooh.
19 plus insight, 24.
You're not sure what, but it's both anxiety and pain. It's something's wrong. And she's not telling you what it is.
Do I know that they're staying at Stick and Gola even if I don't know where Stick and Gola's house is?
Yes.
Alright, well, rest up and I will see you tomorrow.
Elrik. I don't think, tell Tiril not to meet me at the wall tomorrow.
No.
I say yes. I'm gonna go to Gunnar's house. I'm gonna ask a guy, like a guard, how do I get to Stick and Golas?
Yeah.
Show me the Stick and Golas.
Okay.
And I'm immediately gonna tell Tiril, hey.
Can I ask a question?
Yes.
What phase of the moon is up in the sky right now?
You can't see?
I know I can't see. I'm asking out of character. I have no idea this
Someone
is
in
going
the
on.
party's looked up.
It's a full moon, isn't it? Yeah.
That was in a normal.
If you'd like to scroll through the in-session chat back to around 4 o'clock to back to right around the beginning of the day.
Yep.
Where is it? Where's my conspiracy theory? Here we are.
When?
3 minutes after you said the
we
wolf
found.
bite. I said something in the chat at 6:45.
Oh,
p.m.
God. let me
Yahtzee
see.
augury.
Because I don't look at the in-session chat until the end.
So look at 6:45 p.m.
You knew it.
I knew instantly. So I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna find Stick and Gullis. I'm gonna knock on the door. I'm immediately spilling the beans that something's horribly wrong.
This random stranger just bulldozes through Stig and Golos, and they're just like, who is this? Who is this man? But I'll say you knock on the door, right?
I knock on the door. I wait for a second. I ask if Tiril is home.
They open the door. Gullis like, hello, how can I help you, sir?
Hi, is this the home of Stick and Gullah?
Yes, I am Gullah. Nice to meet you, and you are?
Elrik. I am being polite.
Oh, Elrik!
But rushing, I'm doing.
She's like, oh, one of the Elrics. Okay, but she reaches Elric. It's like, it's nice to meet you. You know, she's still being nice about it. Do you wish to speak to Tiril?
Yes.
And she nods her
May I
head.
come in?
Tiril!
Ah!
Tiril's deepest.
You were sleeping with one of sheep's.
They have
a friend who wishes to speak to you.
thank you.
And she smiles and sits.
As I've been walking back, I think I probably.
And she's like, you can come inside.
I probably put together that. Oh wait, didn't Tiril's tall tale say something about her being bitten? But I am not putting together what that means. I just think she got bitten by a
In
dog.
character, none of you guys know shit.
Character. We all know what's up. Tiril. Oh, this is where you've been staying. Tiril.
Nice dicks.
I've been staying with.
Sorry.
I've been staying with Thyra, but she seems to be out of sorts and in pain. She won't let me come in. Weren't you telling a tale about how she was hurt today?
She was, yeah.
I think it might be so more severe than you think. Isn't she is an archer, yes?
Yeah.
She has the same healing magics you do?
I could tell you
Assume?
that. I could assume.
Shouldn't
She does treat other people, so she can certainly treat herself.
So a wolf's bite should be fine.
We work a lot. We're probably pretty tired. It might take longer than usual. I don't know.
Alright, well if you think it's fine.
Yeah. I'm so optimistic. Everything's fine.
But she said not to come to the wall tomorrow with her.
Oh,
No, that is suspicious.
that is suspicious.
I think something may
Is that how
be.
you feel right now, Kelly?
I think something may be wrong, but I do not know her well enough to intrude upon her household.
I can check with her tomorrow morning.
Alright.
Thank you for telling me.
When I inside her voice, she didn't sound like she will pass away in the night bad, right?
She thinks that her life is over. I mean,
Oh.
I got from that insight, she needs help tonight.
you got it from there's something really wrong.
I do not know what is wrong with her, but I do know leaving her alone may not be wise.
Should we wake others up?
Thyra, no one can be left alone anymore. The leadership in this town is mentally unwell.
It's almost like
Everything in this town is mentally unwell.
Perhaps you and I can heal and TAVI can as well. Perhaps the three of us, if not the whole group, should go and check on her. You are her closest to her. You should lead the charge on this, I think.
Yeah, close. Tavi, wake up! Jesus fuck!
Alright, TAVI, I know you've been traumatized, but
I'm raising my hand. Who's Jesus?
Jesus.
No. I want us to come up with lore for an actual person named, like, Jesus.
Jesus Halfdan!
Jesus.
Jesus
Half done. Jesus. Because if you were to be Halfdan's son, his name would be Halfdan. So he would be son of Jesus.
Halfdan Neeson's son is a carpenter who lives the life that Gunnar wishes he had.
You could be son of Christ.
Christian.
Honestly, okay, yeah, Christian. We can have Jesus Christian. And we need to come up with lore for like how he's famous and why people say like Jesus Christ.
He's actually a sailor. He can cast walk on water.
Wait, but he's been to all 12 major Abnordian cities.
Everyone knows him.
Everyone knows him.
He has
He's great at
prestidigitation.
There
Turns
was
words
originally 13 cities, but one turned him down, and that city was
He has
destroyed shortly
prestidigitation. He
after.
makes water
There's-
taste like wine.
Do you guys want to know a joke that I've pulled on you guys for like a year now?
Huh.
There is one city on the map that just straight up isn't there, and it just only exists in theory.
Oh.
And you guys never noticed it.
What city?
The city of Neskestein just stopped like just was taken off the map like years ago.
Have you ever included it and like? have
Yeah,
you been there?
it was in. It's always listed like as one of the cities. Like there are people who rule it. It just doesn't have a pinpointed location on the map.
So you just don't know where it is.
Yeah, I did. I literally just kind of forgot
Map
when I made
makers
the
all
map.
hate this place
Yeah.
and refuse to put it on
Yeah.
top.
Paper City.
No, the lore I have for it is that Osar Bradson, which is my alter in this universe, he created the map and just did not put Neskestein on there.
Yes,
He hates it. He wants to keep it all for himself.
There must have been a pet peeve. Oh, that's where Jesus is from. Anyway,
It's so safe there.
So,
it's so safe. No one knows
are
where
you
it
guys
is.
going back to Thyra's then?
we wake Tavi up, and then the three of us need to decide: do we wake the party or do we just go?
It's gonna be weird dragging a bunch of people in there, isn't it?
But then you're the one who heard her. How concerned should we be?
I think, even if she is not about to die of her wounds, she is not mentally sound.
This is payback for when Slanei took just me.
Well, listen, we can take an archdruid werewolf with three
Yeah.
people, right?
Sure
Definitely
thing,
not the person
bud.
who could prepare remove curse.
I don't know. What curse are you talking about?
Curses aren't real. We can't
No, we
see
better-
them, they're not
If we
real.
can't see a curse, there's nothing there.
No, that was disproved like the next.
His eyeball.
That was disproved 2 sessions later when
That was
Stonk got
that's
cursed with his eye.
Yep.
Because we were like, I think it was
If
that was
Mikkel was
curses
here,
aren't real,
Mikkel would
and, like,
wake up the
to
whole
Thomason
party.
right there.
Yeah, that was funny.
Honestly, Rickard's dead weight. I don't trust you, you demon lover.
Okay.
Stonk is not a healer, even though he is.
Not good with mental health.
He would never heal anybody other than himself.
Maybe
Yeah.
Slanei at one point.
He stops and he looks at Slanei sleeping in the corner or something. And I just look at you, Quist, like, should we wake him?
After.
Everyone's just like, oh, should we wake him? Tavi's like,
After I talk to Gunnar, I don't know.
Well, it's not
The
like
bedside manner's really 50-50, but also kind of 30-70.
we're talking to Thyra. We can't hurt her feelings. She doesn't have those.
We will also. She also did turn me away. If we go in, I believe she will not consent to it. But I think it might be necessary. We either need to convince her to open the door, or we will have to either leave her to her fate or go in without her consent.
and if she truly is sick, she's gonna need a healer.
I shake you awake.
What?
As I remember, wait, you are a cleric, aren't you?
What's going on?
Thyra is sick.
Can I wait till the morning?
Probably not.
Accordingly not.
Okay.
Is Mocha still on your lap, Josh? Aww.
Do you think we should bring the others?
No.
Yawn.
Sorry.
No.
Are you using a double sheet pillow, Rickard? Or Lauren, I have a Laura question. Are all the
Yes.
sheep okay?
Sheep are great.
There hasn't been a troll visit and there's one less sheep?
Nope, you got Gunnar. So why I say Gunnar? Gunnar has lost all of his sheep. Stig and Gullah have their sheep still. I
Okay.
think it was like 2 or 3 of them.
That's all I care about. I don't care about Gunnar. That man definitely doesn't need concern right now.
I'll say that we'll do this last scene with Thyra, and then we can wrap it up. Sound good?
Okay.
Yeehaw.
The healer squad's gonna head to Thyra's house.
You're
They're
leaving the
leaving the tank and
psychopaths?
the DPS behind.
You're leaving the psychopaths
This is a horrible
behind.
decision. I'm well aware.
You guys are you guys
I-
literally support them. Oh dear. Oh, I thought that was going to be Carl.
Yeah.
So my second round of scouting didn't happen today, right? Because it was the first. So then I still have one wild shape.
Yes.
Just in case.
Yes.
So we have a tank and a DPS.
I can pull out DPS.
You're tanky DPS.
Okay.
So
cool.
you'll be fine. You guys got silvered
We'll
weapons, right?
probably.
I have magic. I'm fine.
I have magic. You have a magic sword.
Your
you're
attacks count as
druid.
magic.
Magic
We're fine.
fungus.
So we're all magicked up for werewolves.
Stonk, they're really gonna,
Yeah,
they're
but
really
if it's
gonna
a
miss
werewolf,
us.
you really don't want it to bite you.
You guys are expendable.
Out of character, I think we should bring you two, but I don't see why we would.
That's fair. They have reasons to not trust you guys.
Listen, if Slanei, if you think of a reason why we should bring these two, I will listen.
We should at least bring Stonk. Because
Could you imagine if Stonk got bit?
Are you ever going to fail that con save, though?
He would.
You've been rolling shit today.
I've been rolling.
But that is meta.
But that would be meta, and we are going through
a door.
No, not a door, but we're still going through this town late at night. No matter how safe it is, no one's gonna mess with us if Stonk is around.
I mean, Tavi has a big old hammer. I think you guys are fine.
Big hammer, 19 strength. I'm 5'10" and jacked.
Look,
He's stronger than Stonk.
Okay. Look, I'm trying to give a justification. If y'all are shooting it down, it's fine.
Tavi might as well be open carrying an RPG.
Okay, we know for a fact that Rickard is the heaviest sleeper alive. He has 5 sheep on top of him, and he's passed the fuck out.
Fair enough.
Stonk, how heavy a sleeper are you? Because we're having this conversation right above your bed.
Yeah, we're not being...
We're arguing.
Or are you pretending to be asleep and listening in on the
Oh,
conversation?
you're gonna walk in at last second and just save us again like you always do, Stonk.
Oof.
Does Stonk...
Nope, I'm asleep.
Oh god, okay.
If you got halfway there and
wake
Stonk
up, I
puts
would like
someone
to
a nap
rage.
and he asks Gunnar where she is and he comes in last second.
No.
No, I mean, I tried to at least give.
Alright.
That's fine.
You make your way over to Thyra's shack, where almost all, even in the darkness, you don't notice any light under the door or in the boarded up windows at all.
noises.
You make a perception check.
Can I also make do you want to give me...
Yeah, sure.
Actually, do you
I perception.
Do you...
Do you say, hey, I'm gonna listen first?
Yeah.
Sure.
I will guidance you. You get +4.
You want to
Plus
guidance one of us?
Do you want to give me advantage?
Yeah.
I just looked at the stat
And then,
block for a
do you want to
werewolf.
guidance me then? Since
Because he's not part of the...
I'm not a part of
So-
this.
Okay.
I'm not telling them anything
16,
about this,
17,
but
18,
I think
19.
they're blowing this out of proportion.
yeah, I don't think it's a
19.
werewolf. I'm fairly certain it's...
Ooh.
29... Oh wait, I'm so sorry.
Listen,
I'm so sorry.
Ah!
Listen,
29.
I rolled a 23 and I asked the DM, do I think it could wait till morning? He said, maybe not.
31.
31. So,
Why is yours so much better?
You
I
can
have a
hear
plus
You
10
don't-
perception.
Tiril, you hear like a little bit of shuffling in there. You hear like just light sobs, not of pain, but just of like panic and despair.
I roll over.
In your grave.
I use my action to snore.
You use your action to grab another sheep.
Someone grabs a sheep, he just kind of walks.
That's what Rickard does.
I feel like we're gonna get in here and we're gonna really want Stonk and Rickard.
Well, we can
I
just
feel like
scream
if
as
we're
loud
hearing
as we
sobs,
can.
we should leave her just alone.
Yeah,
Everything's
yeah,
fine. She's just having a moment.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna pull like gesture, like walking away, like gesture everyone to come
You should
over
cast
with me.
augury.
Yeah, she doesn't.
You're right, I should cast
Honestly,
Yeah, go fucking
that actually genuinely is a good idea.
Yeah.
That genuinely is a good idea. If we leave her alone, will she be alright for the next 30 minutes?
Religion.
Do you want to do that, or do you want Tiril to do it?
All these rules.
Will she be alright
My
if we go in
question
there?
is for augury. When does the reset happen?
It's a long rest, isn't it?
In which case I should not cast augury because I cast it earlier.
So,
Yeah.
if we go in there, weal or woe, will we help her or will we hurt her?
Or us.
What? No, no. The only thing you can ask the spell is if we go in this door, what will happen? And then it will say
Wheel or woe?
Yep. Or both. Or neither.
Okay. So
This
state
is
the
not
question. Are you casting at them?
Yeah.
Okay.
If
I hate
we
Audrey so much.
disturb Thyra and go in and try and help her, what will happen?
Spell.
Because it's gonna say, well, because it's gonna kick our asses.
10 minutes you spend in the cold, like, where you guys all like
Clear
give
the
yourself
ground a bit.
clear the ground and you're doing it. You go through and you're
Like
like,
a dog getting
you're through,
comfortable
you're
in bed
like,
when you
it's like, oh, this is a little good. I don't know. It's neutral. It's neither.
So we won't help or hurt her.
I think we just leave her alone till tomorrow.
That's an invitation. If I
Is it
remember.
But then
neutral or is it real
I didn't
animal?
ask
It's
if it would be a good idea for us to leave.
It's
just
neutral.
saying if we do go
it's
in,
neither.
then it will be neutral. So if we leave, it could still be bad.
It could just depend on.
It's just if we go in,
Okay.
it's
If
neutral.
it says, can you do it again?
The 20 minutes, we'll just listen to those women sobbing in their hut.
Just any changes in the sobbing while that's happening, like.
No, she doesn't. I mean, because y'all have guessed it at this point, she doesn't sound like. She sounds human.
Okay.
I feel like if she was bitten and cursed, she has enough, like, rationality as much as that she would tell someone to kill her or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
She wouldn't just be alone in her room and lock herself up because she could endanger people around her. Like, she's rational.
I mean, you could always knock on the door. You know it won't be bad. You don't know if it'll be good, but you know it won't be bad.
We should just leave her for till tomorrow.
I'm checking. I'm peeking
I know
at
I have
something.
mixed messages. What do I do? I have to do what someone tells me to do.
Congratulations, you're gonna have to think for yourself.
No.
You're great.
Listen, you were introduced with this character, therefore that means they're yours forever.
No.
That's how Eric worked. It was always Stonk's responsibility.
I can detect good and evil.
That's why he died. It's your fault.
You can detect good and evil if you want to see if there's a werewolf in there.
Oh,
Yeah.
But
That
that's
might
not
work.
behind total cover though.
Yeah, you'd have to be in the same room as her to cast it.
I do not know what is wrong, but I know something is quite wrong.
She was hurt to me. She was
She
injured.
may just be deeply upset and need to recover.
and
Or
yet,
maybe something more.
we can find out tomorrow.
Perhaps. But I cannot guarantee you we'll have a happy ending tomorrow. I just have a feeling. I will not force myself into her home if you think it's unwise, but I do not think she will be.
Just sounds distraught.
I just have a feeling. Call it instinct if you want, but I just have a feeling.
You did roll really high insight, so.
Battering ram.
Listen,
I'm
Use
I'm gonna
Slanei.
knock on the door.
Okay.
Knock on the door.
I'm going to give TAVI some earmuffs.
okay.
Alright.
You have advantage
Uh,
on
The
stuff.
sonic
Thyra?
stops.
You can just say,
Silent.
hey,
I got the message from Elrik.
are you alright?
Are you okay?
Not now, Tiril.
If I know you can deal with your injuries yourself, but I am here to help if you need it.
Roll a persuasion check.
Whoa. I'm terrible at those.
Oh, what?
Yeah, sorry.
As almost everyone here is, except
Yeah.
for Tavi.
None of us are good at persuasion, and none of us are good at charisma stuff.
I'm a
You guys
sorcerer.
are actually idiots. It's
It's so fun.
I'm a sorcerer.
14.
I have high
14?
charisma.
It's so fun to
Okay.
play so
She'll-
low
Didn't even
charisma.
use guidance on yourself.
No.
Wait, who has the lowest charisma in the party?
Sometimes I don't really want to be
You have a plus
convincing.
one or plus zero?
That's fair.
He's plus 0.
I
I
just-
don't
it's
think
out there
anybody
in the
here
world.
has dumped charisma, right?
I have plus,
Charisma is my dump.
I have +4 by
Okay,
default.
wait, shut up. We know.
I have a plus 2.
Plus
so.
2.
Plus 4.
Plus 4. To charisma?
No, to persuasion.
No,
What's your charisma
What's your
score?
what's your chorizo score?
Plus
One.
1.
Plus 1. Okay, so it is Rickard who's low.
Okay, so Rickard is
But
the most
even Rickard with the lowest charisma.
You guys don't even have negative charisma and you still are bad at it. I think that's just because none of you have charisma.
I do. I just am enjoying playing.
I just worm myself, I just worm myself into people's lives.
I
It's worked this far. I have friends.
I do have charisma, but it's really fun to play someone
Yeah.
who doesn't.
Just like a certified idiot. They're not like not wise or not smart. They're just do stupid things.
Yes.
If they thought through, they wouldn't do it, but why
Josh
think?
thought it was a good idea at the time. Anyway, so you guys just decide to leave her then?
What was your persuasion?
14.
Yeah.
Yeah, what was her reaction to that?
Oh yeah. With the 14, she'll say, "We'll see."
I'm inciting that.
Okay.
Since I'm worried about her, can I also insight?
Sure.
It's 2 words.
Okay, she's okay. She's good. Let's go home.
I would roll insight, but I just...
Nah.
Too scared.
Alright, that's fine. 10.
I'm gonna use it.
What you did?
I mean, it's like
The ring.
last thing of the day. Might as well.
Yeah. God damn, that's even lower. 15.
We'll see. Like she feels if there is a problem, we'll know tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
Oh boy.
Yippee.
As a doctor, I'm like, treat the thing the moment you see it. You don't wait if you don't have to. Don't let us see it. Let us see it. But nah.
I mean, if the patient doesn't want it, the patient doesn't want it. You can't force them to do it.
Just like...
But
yeah, I think we should respect that and just like,
Okay.
okay. Good night.
Alright.
well, I'm preparing to remove curse for tomorrow.
No medicating.
Actually, I will state, I think Tyler and I had a similar conversation about how we think that 3rd level
Fucking
would be like a third level remove curse spell would be enough to remove it from someone who had just got it, like Thyra.
Mm-hmm.
But for a full-blooded, like, I have been a werewolf my whole life,
Oh,
or I was born a
Yeah,
werewolf, you would need, like, a wish spell.
Yeah, that's fine and reasonable.
Yeah, like, Takan, he could not have been...
But I could do it for Thyra if that's the case.
Yes. But you do not know she is cursed right now, so you...
I need to get rid of Glyph of Warding anyways, because I can't use it really well.
Okay, well, you would not know that that is the spell you need right now. Anyway,
So we have to wait 2 days.
yeah.
That's fine.
So you all go back to your rooms and eventually go back to bed. And unless there's anything you guys would like to say to one another, I have a wrap up. You guys good?
Yeah.
All right. As you all lay asleep, either most of you, well, all of you are at Stig Gulls now, right? As you all,
I also.
there are only 3 sheep. Rickard definitely has one of them.
I'm laying
an
on
asshole.
I'm laying on top of the one.
You
Rickard's
guys
on.
left. I took one of the sheep.
I will talk to Sick and Gull and say, hey, the Archdruid's not doing
Yeah, don't
well.
be sick.
May I stay tonight?
Yeah.
I'll very courteously ask.
And Gullah will give you a blanket she knit.
Oh.
The wind roars the walls around all of you as you try to go to sleep. Everyone notes this particular gust of wind that forces its way through the gaps in the walls, the rumble shuddering items on tables. Waves of wind continue to tear at the walls, and wherever you are, you hear these gales of wind as well. The windy blizzard that's consumed the Evnordians this winter has been harsh and powerful, but the windy howls that exist outside feel like the divine fury of a Jotun. Ingvald's here.
Oh, he's in town.
Oh god, I was hoping he wouldn't be here yet.
That also means that, there's war arriving.
Yeah,
Like, he's not just here on leisure, it's for war.
Did Ingvald wait for, he's watching? In fact, he's probably watching right now. He said, that's my cue.
Yeah. Well, that's where we're going to wrap up this session today. The next session we're going to have in 2 weeks here is the more official start of the actual siege.
Does that mean we can do our level up now?
Yeah, do we level up now, Lauren?
I showed restraint.
That
I
would
didn't
give
have.
us time to,
We have 2 weeks to fully prepare.
Yeah.
See?
Fuck.
Because I hate you guys, I want to continue to blue ball.
Man, it's gonna be really. Imagine
Oh,
how
God.
much the campaign's gonna derail if one of us dies.
Yeah.
Imagine if fucking Elrik dies, if TAVI dies after all that.
And
Oh shit!
Tavi is literally
Tavi's
the
character
hard
arc was was completed. Now he has to die.
I'm pretty sure if
He got
Stonk
approval
dies, it's gonna
from
be like
Dad.
a nuclear bomb went off. So
If Elrik dies, I just play Thyra. Now I'm a werewolf, blood hunter, druid combo.
If Stonk dies, there's gonna be a hole in all of the PC's hearts. Not because they liked Stonk, because they needed him.
Listen, Stonk, if you die, you gotta play Steak.
Stig, the old leather worker, was the most boring character.
You can play Gunnar. Gunner's redemption arcs.
No, did we agree Brynhild you wanted to do?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brynhild.
Alright. How did she gain all those levels in this short period of time?
She's just
Who
been
knows?
slaughtering Hilda's army on the way over.
Yeah.
She's been vengeance seeking.
Oh, right! Let's wrap this up here. Do we have any final thoughts?
Ah!
Because I know how to end this
Tyler.
recording.
Oh.
3, 2, 1.
I was really off there. Sorry.
Happy birthday.
You needed to.
No.
Werewolves.
Happy
birthday to Lauren.
Ow.
Happy werewolves to